You can take your time. You can choose your words. Let me down real easy. Let me down real easy. Well, I'm doing just fine, because I caught your lies. You say that it's you, not me. Baby, now that I am free, I want my lips back, my time back, my words like when I said my love back, my life back, my heart, the one that you knew could break, the one that broke with your confession. With your confession. With your confession. I'ma let you speak. Let my silence reach. Babe, I'm real quiet. Babe, I'm real quiet. I am the calm inside the storm, and I am the peace inside the war. Your confessions took their toll, but baby, I am in control. I want my lips back, my time back, my words like when I said my love back, my life back, my heart, the one that you knew could break, the one that broke with your confession. With your confession. With your confession. All I wanna do is stay.
Here's a little light of mine that I would never dare to find if you and I didn't collide.
All I wanna do is stay.
You've taken me by surprise. You brought me back to life. You didn't even have to
All I
try.
wanna do is stay.
Yeah, I'm flying away to the birds in LA and I won't be back. But I promise to you that the miles in between us will never change. The nights we stayed up it felt our pain turn into love a million days wouldn't be enough, so I can't stay.
All I wanna do is stay. All I wanna do is stay. All I wanna do is stay.
Every time I say goodbye, missing you's hard to hide, but baby it's worth the price.
All I wanna do is stay.
With confidence in your eyes, you've taken off my disguise. I'll never leave that
All I
behind.
wanna do is stay.
Yeah, I'm flying away to the birds in LA and it hurts so bad, but I promise to you that the miles in between us will never change. The nights we stayed up, it felt our pain turn into love a million days wouldn't be enough, so I can't stay.
All I wanna do is stay. All I wanna do is stay.
I wish that I could stay. Stop counting down the days. How bittersweet to say. I wish that I could stay.
All I wanna do is stay.
All I wanna do is stay. But nothing will ever change. The nights we stayed up, it felt our pain turn into love a million days wouldn't be enough, so I can't stay.
All I wanna do is stay. All I wanna do is stay.
Hello and welcome back to Baltic Esports League Season 2. I'm your caster, Emmy, and of course always joined by V.
Hello.
V, how was your day? How are you feeling?
Amazingly difficult, but it's fine.
Okay. Oh, how do you think today's games will be as well difficult?
Some of them might. I would be expecting a stomp in a few of these.
Yes.
At least one.
That could be the case. But before we jump into the games, I want to remind you about everything that's happening here that you're seeing on the stream. Of course, there's League of Legends, there is PUBG, there is CSGO, but don't forget about the HyperTown Tallin Festival in Saku, Suurhall on 20th and 21st of October. So if you want those tickets, go to HyperTown.pro and get them. Of course, check out BESL Pro website as well for all the information you need about the players, teams, standings, schedule, and the news as well. And of course, there's one more thing that we remind you every single day, and that of course is the Volt giveaway. Thanks to Volt, you'll be able to win today as well 10 euros of free food, and you only need to type in the chat #Volt and it could be yours.
Yeah, but obviously in order to be eligible for the giveaway, you need to make sure that you are a subscriber to our YouTube channel.
Yes, of course. But let's jump into the schedule. Let's see what we already saw this week and what we're going to see in the next 2 days. As there was already Mighty Wolves winning Figaro 5 quite convincingly. It was a bit of an issue for them in the beginning, but they got their might back.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously the next following game was that we saw was Wolfsung playing against Not Like This. There was also a relative stomp there. Obviously Wolfsung showing one more time why they are also one of the contenders and also currently in the first place in the standings.
As well. That is pretty good job there from them. And yesterday we did see VAZ Sports against Lithuania, which was V's match of the week. We all expected some crazy CSGO to go down there, but what a surprise to us.
Yeah, I was, to be honest, kind of disappointed. I was also seeing the map nuke. I was like, okay, this is definitely going to be a close one. But Lithuania only managed to secure their only first pistol round on the terrorist side. And after that, VAZ Sports just picked up the pace and really shut them down.
That was the case. Then we saw Wolfsung against Figaro 5, which we as well thought could be a bit closer matchup just because we've seen what can Figaro 5 put up on the board. But against Mighty Wolves, they had some issues. They had some issues against Wolfsung as well. It's pretty tough to play against them, especially on train. That's one thing that you have to pick from that you don't really want to play Wolfsung on train. Yeah,
obviously Wolfsung having the skill that is required on their side, and obviously one more time essentially any player being able to hold off any site alone, that was a huge factor for them. And after that we saw Žalgiris playing against Not Like This, and considering all the twisted lineup changes happening recently and more to come that we are going to talk about briefly in a moment, Žalgiris did manage to pick up the game, closing it out at 16-11. So a bit closer game than
we expected, because we said like 16-7, 16-8, something along those lines. We thought Žalgiris will have it in the bag way quicker, but that was not the case. Not like this did put up a good fight. But today we're going to see one more time Lithuania, and this time they're going to play against another Estonian team, XGR eSports. Yeah, which could be an interesting one. Although I'm still thinking, even after yesterday's stump, Lithuania shouldn't have too many issues. They should have already resolved them. I think against a team like XGR, of course, they're always known for fighting, never giving up. So that as well could be a pretty close one.
Well, the map that they're going to play is going to be the Cache here today, so that is going to be the first map. And also an interesting factor here, Loki has left the lineup of Lithuania and is going to be replaced by none other than Boo, who just yesterday joined Žalgiris and today is already a part of Lithuania once again.
Yep. And for I really quickly want to mention about the Žalgiris, that Reggie, the guy that we always know and love how well he plays. He has had some an accident. He won't be able to play for a while now. Yeah, it is kind of tough.
Unfortunately, some things happen at certain works, jobs. Excuse me, and
he won't be able to play for a while.
The guy won't be able to play for a while.
Hopefully, Žalgiris will find a good replacement for him, and I thought Boo was the perfect guy to step in as well as Thursday. But as I already said, Boo is now jumping one more time. The ball is going towards Lithuania's side, which as well he played with them in the season 1, but also got kicked off. So I'm not quite sure. Is Boo okay with him just switching teams left and right here?
I mean, if you have the chance to play in the league either way, why not?
Yeah, that is true.
And being on one of the teams that is considered also, well, first of all, season 1 winners,
Champions.
and then obviously a good contender here in Season 2 as well, with losing so far only one game, and that was to eSports yesterday. Still in a very good position to actually see him in the finals as well, if he continues to remain on that lineup. The next following game, though, that we're going to see is going to be AYN versus Team Red Eye.
Which should be an interesting one.
Yeah, I feel like that's like a legit 50-50 game.
Yeah, that could definitely go into the overtime. Let's see which team can hold longer. As well as we haven't seen too much of these both teams, only from time to time. As I said, like from Team Red Eye, Mark Boyce was the guy that I wanted for him to step up. He was not the guy who stepped up in the game that we saw.
Yeah.
There are some other players showing up. So that's kind of a good news for them. For AYN, one thing, this is a really important game for them, as they want to be at least on top of Team Red Eye, as they are both our Estonian teams.
Yeah, obviously a good domestic duel happening there. So either way, both of these teams are going to be eager to find out which one is the better team between the both of them. And the final game that we're going to see is also going to be between Autoclutch versus Skimlords Red. So for Skimlords Red, I believe this is the first game that was going to be streamed. Excuse me. And also, well, it's now or never basically for them. Unless they start obtaining wins now, essentially you can count yourself out.
Yeah, in a way, definitely. And playing against Autoclutch, that's definitely going to be tough. But we'll see that at the end of the stream. But for now, let's quickly talk about XGR Esports and Lithuania. So on the side of XGR Esports, we have Knight, Zila, Krasner, Maxel, and Zenki.
And on the side of Lithuania, we're going to see today Karkas, Aikas, Butters, Bull, and Lane B.
Yes, exactly. So now, even from time to time on Lithuania's side, Butters picked up the op. So now they have 3 strong oppers. Do you think that will help them out?
Potentially yes, but I don't think they'll be relying on the AVP so much here. I don't think we'll see too many of double AVP setups coming out of Lithuania.
Even on CT side.
Yeah, I feel like there's not a huge requirement for them.
It's enough with Karkas, right?
Yeah, it should be, at least on paper, it should be enough with Karkas. We'll find out what the actual situation is in a moment. And of course, still on the side of XGR, you do have Zila and Krasner that I feel like are going to be crucial in the sense of how they will perform today to make sure that XGR do put up a good fight.
Yeah, because here it's going to be really important to have a strong rifler on your side. The op won't be enough, and as we know, Cache is a map that's kind of on dual base, like aim base, that you really need to get those kills first before you move into the sites. It could be pretty tough, but let's see. Hopefully Knights with the op can show up here and show a good play against Lithuania, which I think has to happen in order for them to get higher in the standings.
Of course, and obviously one more time, this is a lot of this, considering it is cash, is going to come down to how these teams approach the map. And one more time, are we going to see a lot of mid control happening, or is this going to be some sort of more fake-based play where you constantly keep, then in that case, your opponent guessing as to how many enemies are towards which side, and so on. So I mean, this should be an interesting match to see, and I'm more interested just to see how well XGR Esports are prepared on their T side.
Because they need to, and as well, not only the T side, I want to mention their CT side, because we know Lithuania, they like to spread out around the map. They feel comfortable being alone in certain positions, like pushing Squeaky, for instance, being always some nuisance towards B, they're in Toxic, or whether you even push into Checkers. So as well, it's going to be XGR, how well can they read Team Lithuania for the rotations, because if you rotate too fast, it's going to be pretty tough to retake the side.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, as I already said, I would like to see a lot of fakes coming out this game, just to really mess with the minds who's ever going to be on CT side, because I feel like for XGR Sports that would be crucial. Otherwise, going head to head against Lithuania, I'm sorry XGR, but I just don't see it happening. So like you need to come out something out of the box a bit here.
So what's going to be your prediction?
Well, first of all, reminding to everyone, currently the situation with our personal prediction here is currently 2-2 after yesterday. And I'm going to go ahead and say that it is going to be actually a relative stomp coming out of Lithuania. And I'm going to say that it is going to be 16-6 in their favor.
16-6. Okay. I wanted to give the XGR the hope and everything else, but I think after yesterday's game where Lithuania lost to another Estonian
they have
team,
some aggression built up in them, and they need a release. So I feel like XGR might serve as a punching bag here.
Okay, but I'm still going to say this is going to be 16-6. So I'm going to one-up you, because I really think that XGR could show up here.
So I'm saying 16-6, you're saying 16-7.
Yep. So if they're going to be 7 or above, I'm going to win it. So I'm going to continue on winning the prediction game because, mark my words, next week is your punishment week.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, be sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Be wary. Be wary.
We'll see. There's still, there's 3 games today and 2 tomorrow, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, so there's still another 5 games to decide who's going to win between ourselves and one more time on next Shameful Monday. Be sure to tune in. Regardless of the situation of
who is going
how
to even
this will all turn out. So we're just waiting for the players to jump on the server here, and while we're doing that, I mean, how much would you say you've played Cash in general? As if you look overall the maps that you play, percentage-wise, like how many times would you say you've played Cash?
Like, since matchmaking basically puts you all the time on Mirage, and I don't like Mirage that much myself, I play Cash quite often. That's one of my go-to maps. So I would say that I play it like 40 even percent. Like a lot of, like almost half my games are definitely on Cash. I really like how the map is made, how well you can play. There's so many places you can go because if one place doesn't work out, the other positions are not too hard to execute.
What are the things that put you off as a CT player, for example, in Cash?
Oh, okay.
Like what makes you feel uncomfortable?
Uncomfortable when basically the over rotations.
Yeah.
That are brought out, and even in tournaments you can always see, and especially here, that the over rotations are a bit too fast, or either players are not rotating fast enough. It's like you can never catch out the right time. It's pretty tough to understand because on Cash for CT, if someone's going to go towards the B side, they come in through vents, through middle, they come through basically toxic, and you can't even really hear them as well.
Yeah.
So there's things like this that even if you push for the information, you can always run into a really bad situation yourself.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I mean, obviously, if you push for information off of the back of nothing, you're asking for trouble. But fair point. I mean, over rotations definitely is a huge problem on Cash. Just because, I mean, it's more like when people leave B and go towards A is when you should be worried as CT, because retaking B is just so much harder.
When the smokes come in, that's basically it. And if you want to go through vents, there's always going to be a player there checking, or from time to time if you don't even catch him from the
what
first
you
jump
see
there.
A lot of teams succeeding on when they are retaking B whilst still the terrorists are trickling into the actual site is that a ton of flashbangs are being used, and then one of the CTs tries to get into that headshot position and see if you can get into sight even potentially. But usually that's like, as far as I've seen, for the most part, either that or the complete opposite, a lot of flashbangs and then someone going outside into heaven towards that left side wall, not actually jumping down. It's an okay play, but you really don't have any cover in that situation.
Exactly.
So if you do that, you definitely need to make sure you get at least 2 kills in that situation. But regardless, either of those plays are a bit risky, so you need to really trust your team to be able to pick it up afterwards if you fail.
Yeah, what would be your idea? If there are smokes everywhere in Cash, you can't get in, you don't have any kind of utility, but you're going to retake the site.
Yeah.
That's the conclusion. Do you run like all in, all players that are left live together, or you kind of try to different angles and try your luck?
It depends on the team who's retaking. Some players feel more comfortable when the smokes start to fade, and then you quickly still try to look for any sort of player that might be out of position, because that quite often when the smoke is fading, you still get to see a glimpse where the player just was, so that's a lot of information already gained. I have seen a few situations where just the team coordinates itself and just goes all in and be like, okay, if it works out, doesn't, and then they just push together at the same time. But obviously, if you are doing it at the same time, like when you are, say, at least, I would say 3 people, if there's 3 people pushing, then you also need to make sure that when you are exiting into the site, that each person goes into a different direction. Yeah. So you wouldn't run into a situation where one guy just mows everyone down. And obviously, that also is going to cause a lot of confusion for the enemies, and that will give you more opportunities to get that quick isolated 1v1 fight, and then afterwards quickly help your teammate in that situation. That's probably your best chance. And I mean, this goes for not that type of retakes only, but just for retakes in general. When you are approaching the site, everyone should have a clear idea which direction they're going to clear out before they attend to actually helping out your teammate. But at the same time, like it's hard to describe it in words. I see actions happening in my head, and I'm just trying to put it in a way where it makes sense. Yeah, it's just dependent on so many factors. I mean, do you have nades? Do you have even kits? Like, how quickly do the kills need to happen? Do you have time to fake things?
Yeah, the list just goes on.
I've seen a few games where actual retakes are being faked and then afterwards only being retaken. So forcing out any last remainers of utility, potentially forcing out someone out of position only before when the actual retake starts happening.
Yeah, because some players like to push into the smoke as well and try to like run behind your back.
Especially in situations where, say, it's a 3 versus 2 retake and there's only 2 terrorists alive.
Yeah.
You quite often can see one of the guys, if there's still smoke dropped and the retake is imminent and it's happening right there and then, a lot of the guys will try to quickly fade into the smoke as the retake is happening to just quickly emerge just behind the player, and then in that situation you usually find 2 kills.
Yeah,
so that's true. Like an equalizer in that.
I wanted to ask you,
moment.
like you already pointed out players from XGR that you think are going to be big factors here. Zila with Krasner.
Yes.
The main guys. From Lithuania, of course, we can always mention Karkas the upper, but who do you think, besides Karkas, could be the one that shows up here?
So, I think Boo actually could really show us something good on this map.
He was good yesterday.
He was definitely good yesterday, and just because how Cash is built, I mean, it offers more freedom than does Inferno, what we saw yesterday, and I feel like that's where he really will shine. Also, notably, on the side of XGR, we're actually going to have a replacement player in the place of Krasner, and that is going to be HS. Still a known player in the Estonian scene.
Not only Estonian scene, in the world as well. He played for that team Rogue, if I'm not mistaken. So he was playing in, I believe, majors as well.
Yeah.
So this guy has tons of
the guy has tons of experience, but the question is, will he show up today?
Yeah, that as well. Because as well, when we first heard about Sterzik, the guy from FLC, well, we also thought, okay, he's going to be really good. But he was quite silent in the first beginning of the game. Of course, yesterday he proved everyone wrong.
Well, the thing is, and it's also a thing that I personally struggle with, when you are playing together with less experienced players, let's call it that, I always perform worse because I don't know what is being checked, what can I expect, and how the situation might revolve itself.
Yeah.
Whereas, and I feel like this is also a danger zone for HS here, because I'll be honest, I don't know how much time he has spent individually playing together with these players, and thus coming in so on a short notice here. I don't know if he's accustomed with their play style, and obviously also what's going to happen in high pressure situations. Will he decide to go for that individual play? Will he try to work together, but then might actually get frustrated with certain situations and how the outcome goes? So that's also it's a huge factor that's happening here, and that's also why a lot of times you see when you're just like mixing or playing with friends and you call, say, a person that you haven't even like just played as a mix together for a game or two, you usually, unless that person is some sort of hard carry, I don't know, face it level 10 type of guy who's used to carrying his team and playing solo, then you're gonna have issues, and those issues are just gonna be off the back because your communication is not on par. You don't really understand what someone means by saying something, and that can quickly fall back here. So yes, whilst the name itself and the addition currently here as a substitute player is huge, will it work out? It's still a 50-50.
No, for Sterzik, at least in the first game that we saw him, he was trying to play that team game, trying to focus on moving with the team and everything else. But the second time we saw him, he just went everywhere and he was okay with it. And he got the kills, he got the information. Remember how he was running Inferno in middle in the apartments? Don't you think maybe they should tell HS to
just do his own thing?
At least for the beginning, or maybe after something that doesn't work out, maybe just like unleash HS and...
I would say for the most part, just because, I mean, the remaining players will be able to coordinate between themselves what they're going to do for all obvious reasons. First rounds, economical rounds, and so on, you should still stick together and be as a unit. So in that sense, yes, I agree. But perhaps they consider differently. Perhaps they think that in numbers is the strength, which oftentimes it is indeed. But as I already said, a lot of it is going to come down to communication and how these teams actually interact with each other during the match. And,
we still, I believe, haven't seen a Latvian player stand in for Lithuanian team, Lithuanian player standing in for Estonian team. They always choose players from their own country. Do you think that's because they only play together and they haven't played with, I'm guessing, Latvian players, or?
Did you forget they speak different languages?
Well, of course, but is it really big of a problem speaking English while playing?
Well, in a situation that's high pressure and it really matters, it can definitely be a problem. I've played in a team together with Estonians.
Okay, and was it a big issue?
It eventually became an issue because your mentalities differ. The question, even the fact that we are neighboring countries, the way how we approach certain questions and situations, or even how we try to resolve them, differs. Yeah. So that's why you don't see a lot of super successful mixes happening, apart from, of course,
phase.
Yeah.
And there's many things, and as well, Estonia, the team that we have here, which is kind of a mix because there's an Estonian player, Dutch player.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure from which other. I believe they had one more player from different countries, so they as well have to speak English. Maybe that is their falling rock, or.
It's hard to say. I mean, I cannot really say that I've seen a situation where it's obvious that there's some miscommunication happening here, but to pick a substitute player for a single league game, you just don't want the extra pressure on you.
As well.
If you have the option of speaking natively, why wouldn't you go for it? I feel like it's going to be the same situation here locally as well. If you have an option of picking up a player that is speaking Latvian rather than everyone else switching to English, and mind you, not everyone feels comfortable speaking English. Not a lot of people are okay with approaching that question. Not a lot of people can actually bring their thoughts together in a situation where it matters. So that's why I said one more time, you can even make the wrong call-outs, and that was also a certain struggle that I experienced first after switching to a team that full-time speaks only English. It's cool, it works out for the most part, but when you mess up, trying to pass information off as quickly as humanly possible, you will mess up. Yeah, that's just a guarantee. And if you lose a round off of that, and if you lose the game because of that round, trust me, there's going to be a conversation or two happening. So nobody wants to have that.
Yep, at the moment we still are missing two players, one from each side. I'm not quite sure. We don't have any information, I believe, for them
let me check.
Missing some time. Hopefully they're going to be up soon. And they will be ready to play. As we already mentioned, our predictions for this one is V saying 16-6 that the Lithuania is going to take this one, and for me 16-7. And with HS in that roster, I feel kind of confident with my prediction. Do you, V, feel confident in your prediction?
Yeah, because as I already previously mentioned, it's unknown yet how this will affect them, and obviously Lithuania are playing together today with also an additional player, and I feel like just already, as I previously mentioned, Blue's playstyle definitely fits in well with how Lithuania likes to approach the game, and I feel like that's also something that they're going to tell them, just do your own thing, man, and we'll adjust.
As well, but as I already mentioned, they played in season 1.
So he knows the players, he knows the approach, and he's definitely going to feel more comfortable than I think HS would feel here in the line of XGR Sports. Fair enough. I mean, he most likely has played with at least some of the players here.
Most definitely.
But still, there's going to be at least one person that has played a lot less with him than the others, and I feel like that still might be a pitfall.
That could be the case.
Actually, just a slight news update. We're still trying to find out why there is such a delay.
Okay, so still some information not being passed around. Who is it that's missing from the lineup of Lithuania? I always have problems with one. Aikas, exactly, yeah. Weirdly enough, I wanted to put a lot on his shoulders for this game, as I really think the riflers could be really important, and for Aikas as well. Was it Aikas or was it Ayman who rushed through the smoke there and got all those crazy kills on Cash?
Aikas.
So yes, I'm really looking forward to see some crazy stuff from him one more time.
Yeah, I think it should be in the next highlights. No, I don't think it was in the first highlights.
I think he has to be.
That was week 2, no?
That was it though. Was it though?
I just confused myself again.
Yeah. Have you checked the highlights already?
I did.
And how did you like it?
Nice.
Noise. Yes, that's
nice.
exactly. Thank you to our editing guy, Rez, for doing such a great job. You can always check out in the BSL YouTube channel all the highlights from week 1, from week 2. We're always putting them up. So be sure to check that one out as well until we're waiting for ICAS to join as well. Have you seen any team that you can, from their knife round, see that they have practiced it?
No.
You haven't seen?
Not really, no.
Okay, but maybe do you think they're not paying it too much attention? Like they're like, okay.
No, they're of course paying attention, but usually you approach the knife round by just talking over like, okay, so we're sticking together as a unit, and then afterwards you're just usually watching how the opponent reacts. And then if you see a guy isolated, if you see there's an opportunity for it, you usually have like a guy or two next to you that you are ready to jump on the dude and actually knife him.
As well, the knife rounds are usually like they're just standing in front of each other, waiting for each team to make a move. When they make a move, it's almost like 5 seconds, and that's it. In those 5 seconds, they're already all the time trying to knife each other down to get the victory in that round. Okay. But for now, so do you know with what HS plays? Is he an upper or is he a
First of all, watch out for his deagle.
Okay.
It's just extremely painful, and I have a few other Estonians coming to back in the day times that the deagle is just a scary thing in their hands. I believe it's just how calmly they approach the game.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the scary thing, because they know how to take their time when they're taking the shots with the deagle, and HS, as the name says, trust me, like the deagle is a scary thing. Same goes for his AK. I'll be honest, I do not recall if he actually picks up the AVP or no, but I undoubtedly, having the experience he has, a lot of AVP plays come down to having a lot of experience and knowing how the situation will evolve, and that will also come into play when you know how to fall back and also how to approach the next following situation. So for example, if there are 4 terrorist players running at you, just by the fact how they are approaching it, you've seen that situation. Well, an experienced player would have seen that situation definitely like 1,000 or more times by then, or at least should be to be considered an experienced player. And obviously in your head you already know how it's going to go down and how it's going to go down if you fail, and therefore you should also know how you are going to react. I mean, there's a lot of mystical theory here, but it's just a lot of hours behind your back and knowing how to play out those situations. And obviously, in order for you to learn, all you need to do is just continuously try. Yeah. Because eventually it'll work, and what will work is going to feel amazing. But up until then, it's just going to be a horrible time. Yeah. I'm really selling this whole going pro thing. Yeah,
you really are. You really are about playing the game until you get sick of it, then playing it one more time until it doesn't feel like a game. But here, I don't know if Ikas realized that he's basically now robbing his teammates, because there is some penalties that can come into play if you are missing the game, as these games are streamed. We should be on schedule, because if one team is taking way too long time, the next stream game will also have to wait for us to be ready. So it is kind of a bad situation here. Hopefully Gekons will soon say to us what's happening.
Well, we don't really have exact news. As far as I understand, Ikas is missing.
Oh,
in action.
That's always good to hear.
I cannot really understand from the context here if he's actually by the PC or no.
Yeah, maybe he's just running towards PC.
Speaking of penalties, if I understood it correctly, there will be a penalty applied here.
Okay, so already.
That is going to be the first penalty here in this tournament.
And it was percentage, right? Taken off your prize pool.
Yes.
Prize money. So even if Lithuania get to the grand finals or the finals in that manner, that percent could kind of bite you.
Well, so far it's nothing too major, but obviously not ideal. Not ideal, and not something that you are going to be happy with. Yeah. And this also now starts to bring questions to my head. Obviously, your teammates are not going to be happy with you because everyone is there. And then afterwards, the question is how the actual situation will be approached, and how much does that affect your gameplay, and so on and so on. So now, seeing this delay play is the moment where I kind of start to think about my prediction here. But let's just hope it's all good.
But you know, like for Lithuania, they changed the player, and I have no idea. Okay, probably some internal issue that could be the case. But Lukia, he was a pretty great player to have on your team, and that's
we honestly don't have any information.
Yeah.
As far, I mean, we found out today.
Yeah, as well. Pretty,
So there
pretty
was,
late.
So apparently, excuse me, Ikas is back and he's going to be joining us shortly.
Yeah, he is already on the server.
So he's on the server. 15 minutes over, it means that there is going to be one major penalty point given.
Okay, so both teams are ready. We are ready as well. The 9th round is on its way. Finally, we are here. Do you think XGR eSports are eager to start on that CT side?
I feel like definitely.
Okay, and for Lithuania, do you think that for them is going to be a big issue to start on T side?
No, I feel like they should feel comfortable enough on Cash here. As I already previously have said, Cash can go both ways. It depends on how you want to approach it. And so far, historically, we've seen Lithuania definitely has a good idea of how they want to play this map.
Oh, yeah.
And I wouldn't expect that to change for the world here. And you can see that's an interesting turn of events there, as Lane B being on the top of his teammates does manage to find that initial kill
right as
quickly.
you said about Nafron, when you see one player isolated, you instantly go for him. It was HS who goes to the right side when his team went to the left side, and instantly he's going to be taken down. So Lithuania, they should probably stay. They will stay. They'll jump in the game pretty soon. And the pistols, will we see the Glock train, or will it be USPS's prevailing?
Well, I think that XGR Sports are going to have a certain set play on their mind.
Yeah.
And how they're going to approach this. Probably I would like to see a few people up in boost, and then afterwards a split towards a certain part of the map.
Yeah, that could definitely work out. Let's see as the bomb, and one more player is going to go towards that B side. 3 players towards middle, and right as you said, so they're going to go through middle, and they're going to use B side, I believe, as their main position, and Karkas playing now in the middle.
And they're going to be doing that because this boost usually indicates an A split if there are several players coming out here, and they're looking to see if they can draw as much attention they can towards this middle area. But Karkas will already find one, looking to find his second, as the remaining players are making noise towards B here. And so far Lithuania look unshaken, as Butters will find his 3 kills already.
Yes. As not only HS will remain alive, he managed to take down Karkas, but he has to take down 4 more, as it's not gonna happen. Good God, Lithuania and Butters.
Yeah, Butters just deleted the guys, and you can tell by the frequency of kills, those were definitely quick flicks. Not quick flicks, but definitely there was no a bullet to the body and then bullet to the head. Those were just pure headshots all around the board there for Butters. So good job for him, and obviously giving the first round for Lithuania here. Starting off, definitely looking solid, and Butters already finding a kill through the smoke here. The nade on top won't find much damage towards the remainder of these players here. And you can see Maxwell here now indoors, looking to see if he can find any timing, as now also Ikas slightly dangerously here. You can see almost losing his life to that timing, but Ikas is a crucial player towards A here, and I would expect nothing else from him. And as I say that,
he's gonna take him down, and who's gonna take down one more player? Has to be very careful, is already from the side. He's gonna be taken down. So 3v3 situation. These pistols could win it here, as Karkas is gonna take down HS. Only Knight with Maxwell will remain, and one player is inside. The bomb is planted, the other guy behind the side, so here Knight has to get that headshot in, as he's gonna take down Butters. Only 2v2 now. They both have pretty great positions for this. They have to be pretty careful so they don't be pushed, so they are not pushed from both sides. As Knight's gonna take down one more. Lemby going for the kill, as he's gonna take down Knight. Only Maxwell remaining 1v1. Maxwell knows what's up, but the same as Lemby, as he did see the shadow. He's gonna take him down with 2 HP. He's going to survive this one, and Lithuania will claim one more round.
An extremely expensive round for Lithuania, though. So I mean, Knight, good job for him coming out with those deagles, and you can see also that reflects on his money, currently sitting on 4,100.
Yeah, so the op could come out pretty early on.
Yeah, I feel like that's also something XGR might actually go for here, an early AVP, just to see if they can quickly find that first entry, and that also always feels slightly painful for the CTs when an instant buy run comes out and there's like already an entry in the first seconds. Then you're like, okay, this is on, like You know, you have that sort of slightly sinking feeling in you.
We have to figure out what to do right now as we can play our default. As now finally the pause is up. There is a bit small technical pause. Hopefully everything is fixed. As now one more time the pistols from XGR eSports. This time we're going to head towards the A site. Let's see, there's going to be Boo one more time. He's going to be a bit more aggressive with the flash coming in. He's looking for the kill. He did not spot any of the players, and he hears the players going through. Squeak as he's going to take down HS. He's going to look for more, and the spray down is there. Boo already with 3 kills, looking for the 4th. Only Knight remaining. He can go for the ace. Has to be careful as Knight's going to get the headshot. Won't allow for him to get the ace. And now let's see how long can he survive. As he's going to be pushed down, it's going to be 3-0, and now the buy round will come.
And you can see Boo also sitting on $7,000 off the back of those kills with the MP9. Obviously, Carcass picking up the AVP here.
They're talking now about if Boo should pick up the AWP, but now he's going to go for the M4.
I feel like that's a better option early on, just because you're not already investing all of your CT money into that round. You still have a player sitting on a decent amount, and actually Butters remaining with the MP9 here is also going to serve as a good reserve.
Wow.
And Carcass, I actually love this aggression coming out from him, but now you're just pushing it. As he finds the kill and needs to be careful when he's going to be falling back, realizes that there are players already boosted up and there should be backup coming out from their team as
That
Carcass
is the
finds
bomb going down. He almost gets the player down in the middle, but Zinky's going to take him down. We can see not too much action in the middle as Butters is going to come in through the vents, and only 2 players will remain alive for the side of XGR. Now as we can see, Zinky, he's waiting with that AWP, and Zil as well with the AWP. I'm not sure if this is the right choice for them, as I don't believe Lithuania will push it too far.
They shouldn't be pushing this too far, but obviously now there's a solid 15 to 20 seconds have passed since the first point of contact, and already you can see one of the CT players is looking to check for information, but they do realize that both of these players will need to group up and just hit the site. So, and Lane be in a perfect position to pass on the information about what's happening in the lobby.
And that is the bomb. If he kills this guy, even if Zenki gets the kill, Zenki now coming out from the vents room, from the vents, is going to look for the kill if he can find this player here, Lamby, but already you can see the reinforcements are coming his way, but he can't even get it there. Lamby with the last 2 kills, saving the off for Carcass. It's going to be 4-0, and yeah, we have to talk about that Carcass play.
Yeah, Carcass, I mean, you don't see this happen very often, usually.
Almost never.
Well, I've seen a fair amount of matches where it happens, but it's a huge gamble.
Yeah.
Because if the terrorists get rid of you, you're also giving up the AVP in their hands, essentially. But solid plays, of course, still coming out from him. Finding those 2 kills, especially that second, was extremely crucial there. And that's also something that XGR eSports were not expecting, and that's also going to be constantly playing in the back of their heads that that's also a possibility, meaning that what else are they doing, you know? So
they are going to run into the B side. Let's see, the Aitos are already looking for the first kill, only tagged up the player. They don't get the kill, and only now they're going to get it. Butters already has gone 3 kills. Boo comes in, gets the 4th, and Boo with the last. My goodness, how quickly Lithuania realized what's happening.
And you can see also that, as I already previously mentioned, Boo definitely feels comfortable running around here. There's more space for you to operate with, being a movement sort of based player, I would say, and being able to also be versatile in that sense of picking up the rifle or the AVP. He's becoming an extreme danger here for these players, and Butters with the aggression will find the kill onto Zila. How is this happening?
That's one of the ops going down. Butters tags only the player up. Will manage to get himself away. Knight with 1 HP. How he even survived. Managed to get away from the grenade. And I have to mention that there is double op setup on Lithuania and double op setup on the side of XGR eSports as well, although already one opper has gone down. And here Maxwell is going to find a kill against Ikas, so the ace side is going to be completely open. Boo in greatest position of all time to find enemies as he's going to see the head, but the chain kind of misses his aim up. He was not sure if the player is there as Lamby now even finding Maxwell, looking for the next one, but HS on point with his AK. As you mentioned already, 2 headshots are in. And now let's see how the street is going to go as Butters. He has the op. Has to be pretty careful. I believe he was not spotted, but he was pre-fired in that position.
Yeah, he was pre-fired. Obviously, Boo already previously made his position known, and Molotov towards quad here. Or was that the nade? Is going to flush this player out, and that is still going to be HS wreaking havoc here. Now Boo needs to save this AVP. Will get away, and he's just going to be looking to deal any extra damage if he can towards Highway here. Will find a kill onto Knight. That was the player with 1 HP here. Now Boo needs to fade away as far as he can. He's already being actively hunted for an HS, looking to see if he can find the player towards B side, but Boo is actually going to be hiding away in Sunroom here, so he might actually find HS in the process here if he pushes.
No, there's one more second, there's not enough time.
Okay.
But that was XGR's first round, and HS was the guy that they needed to show up.
Yeah, and you can see now that, well, one more time, currently losing the next following round for XGR Esports would be probably the worst outcome they can imagine.
They do have the technical pause. Hopefully that's not some issue that's going to be happening for a long time. Because remember last time, I'm not sure if that was Knights or who from XGR, they always had some kind of issues, either with internet or something along those lines, and it's pretty tough to reset or do anything about it. Let's check out Knights, 68 ping. Would you say that's an issue?
Maybe. I can't really say. I mean, 68 is still sort of playable.
Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is. But as well, if you're used to playing with...
Well, it depends. See, if your normal ping would be 20 on the server, 68 is a problem. If your normal ping is 40, 50, then 68 is still doable, slightly uncomfortable in certain situations.
Yeah, most definitely. The same thing, I believe, happened with Viscus as well from the Malco team in Season 1 as well. Tons of issues with internet, and I believe that kind of was the biting stone there, that when you have these technical issues that you like almost have no control of, it can definitely throw you off.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's extremely frustrating.
Yeah.
I've battled with this issue myself for a very long time, and in certain tournaments, it's definitely cost us rounds.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I've expressed my frustrations with the according internet service provider, and as you can clearly guess, nothing has changed.
Oh,
surprise!
Of course. But let's see, Boo as well. I like the aggression from both of the operas that Lithuania has. This time, of course, it's going to be Carcass and Boo picking up the op, and this could definitely work out. Boo has to be pretty careful because there is a guy already pushing here. So at least the door was closed right behind him. I thought Boo was operating with the doors open, and that would have been the case. It wouldn't end well. As Boo now has to smoke things off, Zenki already has found the first player, and now Boo missing the shot. There was way too many targets there as he's going to be kind of rushed here. Carcass has found one. Boo with the no-scope does find Maxwell there through the smoke. I have no idea if he knew that the player was there as here. Boo one more time going wild is going to take down Zila, Knight as well. Butter's taking down Zila, only HS remaining as he's looking for a kill on Butter. Is going to look for a kill on Boo as well, and he's has to be pretty careful. He's going to take down Carcass, and now with the flashbang, has to hide for a bit. That allows Limeby to take a bit better position, and maybe he can get a lot of information from it, as the bomb is still dropped down in the side. HS going almost taking down Boo, 22 HP, but there comes in Limeby with the save.
And I loved HS movement in that situation. Yeah. You can see how you can still maneuver in that position where a lot of the players would be like, okay, I just can't do anything here.
Yeah, exactly.
There's still options, but obviously he found the timing also together with that flashbang. I feel like that might have been, because in that situation, in order for the CT to throw the flashbang, you need to throw it and quickly fade away. Therefore, you will not see if the player actually crossed, and HS instantly abusing the fact and just moving into shroud position there. So XGR Sports have lost the consequential bye round, and horrible news for them, better news for Lithuania, as now they should be picking up this round as well in theory. Carcass already finding Maxwell here
in middle,
towards
good
middle.
Job.
So the reigning players should be mown down here, as Icus has already begun his reign of terror towards A site, and still no response from XGR Esports. You can see them barely moving.
Yeah, as well, and they're always they have chosen this A site from quite some time, and it doesn't feel like it's working out. They definitely need those grenades and everything else. I believe in this kind of situation, they rather should hit that B site.
And Boo will find Zila here now, as only HS and Zenki remaining. Another flash towards a main will prompt movement out of these players, and now Icus will take down HS here. Only Zenki remaining, somehow missing that shot there. It didn't even land. Meaning that Icus will secure that final kill in the according round. And as I already previously mentioned, so far XGR Esports are trying a very simple approach, and obviously it's not throwing off Thrax Lithuania, and as we've seen already before, you really need something sort of next level to force them move.
Maybe HS with Mac 10 could be that next level play that they were waiting for.
Yeah.
Although
maybe.
he's being quite passive about it, even with that smoke drop down, I believe they did hear the op that is now in Limeby's hands towards that B side. Of course, Butter is waiting for someone to push through. Do you like this position when the smoke drop down there?
I actually don't mind it, because even, kind of concerned by that gap in the top right corner, but if the smoke is slightly back, then definitely don't mind that position, because when the smoke fades, usually the terrorists, you usually can find definitely a kill in that situation and deal a good amount of damage later on. I actually personally use it quite a lot.
Okay. That would you call it off angle?
In a sense, it's obviously now being checked more than it was before here, but Slamy now will find the first kill, will miss the second shot, still stays alive for a long time, but unfortunately will go down. Carcass with an extremely aggressive play will take down HS, and that is a huge player to go down on the side of XGR still, but Lithuania in a 2 versus 3 situation. The Molotov will be dropped off here. That will deal a good amount of damage, as the nade follow-up will deal tons more, and Max will drop down to 35. Boo will find Zila here in this situation, but Zenki with the flank will get the kill. So XGR eSports are back with another round here, and it is 7-2. So Lithuania probably just talking over between themselves right now. Okay, we can go for a force if we want to reset them. Currently, I would say though, just take a few pistols and then really buy up the next following round.
And that's the thing that they're doing. Ike's had enough money to buy up that M4 after some previous round kills. And as we can see, there is kind of a good amount of utility on the side of XGR. There were some drops happening as well. And here Zenki, will he spot the player who has gone towards that position, or will it be Ike's finding the head of Knight? And he will do so, exactly as Boo is now the guy in front, but instantly Zenki is going to come in and take him down. So a trade happening, not the best situation for Lithuania to be in. I believe after that kill, they should have went away from that position. Here Zila is going to take down Carcass. Ike's now looking for the kill, but instantly Zila is going to delete the M4, the only M4 that Lithuania had. Now Ziegles will come and play as Butters finds one, looking for the next one, but instantly shut down. And now Limeby from middle could potentially find HS here, but I don't think that's going to be the case here.
Yeah, and you can see also one more time something that we talked previously watching Cash here. Butters in that situation, it's always very tempting for you to peek that angle towards main, but only afterwards you realize of how much exactly of your body you expose to the enemies.
As well, and then and even if you peek out, your reaction has to be pretty quick, because there's so many positions to look at. Like it asks for some time to aim at that scenario. But let's see now. They only have one op on side Lithuania. They give it to Boo. So they are really changing things up for Lithuania. They are trying more and more, like Limeby even with the op. They have 4 players who play the op.
Well, you can see these players can abuse the spawns they had, and obviously Boo had the spawn towards B. They just went for that, and it didn't work out. But still a lot of information gained for Boo to say that there's no one there early on, so you can expect mid-presence definitely, and a post afterwards something towards A. And now Butters also in this position. I love what he's doing here, because that sort of forces the terrorists to believe there's nothing much happening. And he finds actually the kill and instantly fades away. Is also Carcass will find a follow-up here, and that is extremely good news for the side of Lithuania here. Still another full minute, but Knight somehow has managed to get onto the site.
And I believe, who is it there? Ike's has no idea about this situation here. Now he's going to peek out. Will he spot the enemy there? He's not spotting him. So this could be an issue, as he's going to be spotted from the car and will be taken down by Ike's. Great job there, but that's for too long of a time period, as HS and Zenki both find the kills. Now they can move into the side. It's going to be only Butters now.
They don't have any nades.
Stop them. As now the smoke will be dropped down. As they're moving in, the bomb will be planted. And as you can see already, Boo checking if anyone's going to peek in. And HS, this is super risky position that he's trying to take here. As he spots players on both sides, it will be taken down. Quite of an overextension there from him, as Zenki's going to miss the shot. He's going to look for the second one. He's going to find Boo. Still has to find 2 more. He's going to find Butters as well. There's one player in the side, Limeby, who's going to look for the defuse. He's trying to peek out. He's trying to look, trying to find us. He's going to take him down.
How are those headshots, though?
No idea. Zenki, that was a great showcase of his skills, what he can do. Just amazing.
I'm just surprised that those actually were back-to-back headshots.
Exactly, finding the player on the heaven, finding the player near that.
I would still kind of understand heaven, but the player towards electric box was like, okay, that was a headshot. Okay.
Yeah, great job.
Volvo plus.
Really, like when you actually concede it, like guy shoots through the pitch, you're like, Volvo, please fix. And now when he hits the perfect headshot, you're like, Volvo, please fix. Seriously?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's just see how this round will go, as it's going to be already Butters looking for the kill, but Zila with the aggression will find the kill first. Of course, he's left with 2 HP, And Boo now in the middle. He should not push through the smoke, but he could be highly rewarded if he does so. As Karkas already has found one player, he wasn't toxic. You can see the aggression from Lithuania is almost never ending. And here Boo sees almost everyone. He's gonna get Zila. HS is gonna kill his teammate. Only HS will remain with a bad feeling in him that he has already killed off one of his teammates. Now has to find 4 enemies. As here he's gonna spot enemy player. What is this? Limeby. What? Like, is really HS movements that next level that you can find him? As here's gonna move out. Oh my goodness, the plays that we're seeing coming out from HS. This is just great showcase as he did spot Icus. He's gonna try to move inside. He already knows that there's one player behind him. He can't catch out him reloading. He's gonna find Boo. Only Acus remaining. 1v1 situation. Acus almost catches the timing to kill off HS. And you can see here already Acus is moving away. If HS rushes now, he could find him there near the truck area. Nope, but that's not going to be the case. He's not going to spot the enemy player. There's still 40 seconds left on the clock.
Experience, bro.
Oh my god, that was just amazing what HS just did. A lot to learn from Icus as well. He's now going to realize that he's in the wrong site. That's quite unfortunate, and let's just see how this one's going to end. Icus, he doesn't have any kind of flashbangs or nades, but he does have the defuse kit, so he can take his time with approaching these angles. And did HS hear the guy towards middle?
Definitely hears him right now.
Okay, so he knows what's up. He knows where to look. He's going to expect him here to come up. He's not showing himself to heaven as well. That's pretty good. As Icus now is moving into the site, he won't spot anyone there just yet. And he can go for this defuse. It has to be HS pushing and running forward. No. And Icus, can he? He even diffuses and kills off HS. What? That was not the ending I was expecting. That was not the ending I was expecting. Why did HS plant there? Of course, that is one question. They're always that position where you can plant.
Well, he was afraid the player perhaps might be hiding in heaven, so he was planting in a position where he would really need to swing wide in order to expose himself, and that would offer more options of killing him. But yeah,
props to HS for that. That was just great.
It was the best attempt I've seen so far. As now Butters one more time trying to mow these players down, only finds 1 kill. Lameby will go down as well, and that's also again HS with quick 2 kills here. Zenki finding another one. Booth with the follow-up, does spot another player, will get rid of him. Tags also Knight inside him. One more time. This time Icus against Knight. Let's see, can Icus be as patient and smart as he was against HS? Or will Knight win with this position as... Okay, no, I'm done with this. I'm done. It looks like Acus is definitely paying off his delay for his team. And I mean, wow. No. Well,
we're not supposed to be seeing this.
I mean, the XGR player did everything right in that situation. Found the timing, switched his position for 180 degrees. Acus clearly still, until the very last moment, believed he was in sight until he turned around. And for a brief second in the air, it also looked like he's not going to even check behind. And I mean, wow.
Right? Just wow. One more time, like, these players are showing up. I was not expecting, like even if the game is 10-3, it's exciting game.
And one more time, Butters already finding the skill towards B,
why
but
not?
Knight.
Why not?
Will find Boo here towards middle, and I believe that was actually through the smoke.
Did Icus spot Portalfi did spot him, and he's gonna take him down. That I believe was through smoke.
Yeah.
That should have been through the smoke. And it's gonna be 2 against 3 situation here as Zenki's already taking down Icus. Now Karka is the next guy in line. Will spot the ball moving into the side. Does not get to kill. The grenade will deal some damage, but not too much. As now Butter is going to take down at least one of the players. Was it through smoke? Oh, I believe he did spot the guy there. As now Zenki's going to peek out, look for the kill, but Karkas is going to be the winner of that one.
And a very, very solid half coming out of Lithuania. Obviously off the back of Icus winning those 2 retakes. This could have definitely had a different twist at the end there. So far a very exciting match here. And
because it was XGR, 4 times they have planted the bomb. 4 times. It has been 4 retakes already for Lithuania. It feels like they're okay with that.
Yeah, and I mean, so far XGR can, learn from HS there in that situation, displaying what individually you are capable of achieving here. So solid attempt coming out from him one more time. I still feel like that should be in the highlight regardless of how it ended, because that was just amazing.
Yeah, that was really good job. And as we can see, I really like that Lithuania are putting that much emphasis towards middle, and here as well, Limeby Will he get the timing right? So two players are going to be in the vents. No one's going to be on the other side, as Lamby will manage to get himself away. He's going to look for the first kill. He's going to find the first, but he can't find the second. Now it's going to be Butter's time to shine as he gives away his position. Now he is going to be checked, and he can't even get the kill. And Knight's going to kill him off. And now there's Carcass waiting towards the side to find any of the players here. The ball on the plant, and no one's going to show to Carcass. It's a really great job for XGR to move inside like that.
Okay, well, I'll talk about that in a second. But the Molotov towards Heaven in combination with the nade is going to force any players out of position here. And obviously, Lithuania need to go for this retake as it is the final round of this first half. Smoke going to be deployed by Boo here. Flashbang over is going for Zenki out of position. He will go down. Boo will find the second, and only Zilo remaining here running through the smoke. And that is going to be all she wrote. What I wanted to mention in that situation, Butters was actually spraying through the vent there. He just saw that a guy burned down in his own Molotov and should have realized that the remaining terrorist players cannot run through that angle into checkers.
Oh yeah, as well.
So he was trying to find players that were non-existent and therefore afterwards was not ready for the peak. Just a small note, but that actually cost him his life, and this round could have been cleaner. Still Lithuania, lol. Pick it up. So if they close out this first round here, I feel like this is going to be a quick shutdown, despite the excellent performance from Zenki and HS here.
That could be the case, and let's see now. There's going to be two players towards the A side, and even Knight rotating as well to help out his friends. This is going to be the A push. I want to see how they're going to execute it, as they do have one flash ready if they want to use it when they're going to move into the side.
Yeah, so they just want to brute force their way into this one. It seems Maxwell, you could see that the smoke, I believe, failed. The smoke was probably popped for Highway, but the Glock chain is coming through as Lane B and Boo both finding kills here. Knight with a single one tap will quickly delete Lane B out of the game. Still a 3 versus 3 retake. There was, I believe, a kit on one of the players on the side of XGR.
Yeah.
And I don't see it being picked up just yet.
Now Zila picks it up, as here Akis is going to go down. They're moving inside quite quickly. Only Boo remaining, and he is in that quad position. He should be checked, as he's going to go for the first kill, but instantly Knight is going to come in with the third kill of the round. It's going to be 12-4. So the first round not going their way. I thought HS would have more luck in that position, as he was even waiting for that flash. He evaded that flash, but still did not manage to get the kills.
Well, having the bomb planted and only 2 CTs surviving, I feel like Lithuania are just going to go for pistols here in order for them to be able to buy up the next round and just shut this game down as quickly as humanly possible. As you can see, there are 2 MB9s on the side of XGR eSports here, and I'm just curious to see how they're going to try and utilize them, as now Ikas with the Deagle looking towards B here and seeing if he can find any sort of mistakenly taken peek by the side of XGR Sports here, and HS just bravely with the push will expose himself, and that is going to be information passed on to these players. The Molotov will prevent anyone from following up, as Zenki already has found lane B here, and Ikas looking just to equalize the scoreline, somehow not landing those shots. I feel like definitely one of those should have been a headshot in that situation. HS will go down though, and that is going to be one of the farm guns exposed here, but Maxwell has managed to find the bomb here towards the middle and looking to lock it off.
You can see they already, Lithuania, they are cornered in from every single side. As the bomb is waiting towards middle, Butters will pick it up, but there's already Zenki coming out from the other side, and Butters, he's found himself in a world of trouble, as he's going to find one, but instantly Maxwell is going to kill him off. So they managed to still save 2 M4s, 1 FAMAS. You can see on the other side instantly, all AKs will be picked up. Do you think it's going to be a fast round, or will they just play it slow and smart?
I mean, they still have enough utility here to take mid control, and then afterwards go for an A site execute. Because you only have 2 smokes, so you can go use 1-4 connector and 1-4 cross towards A. Same goes actually for B. I mean, you can use still 1 smoke for CT and then use the flashbangs to flash the site and Heaven.
Ooh, and how did he not spot lane B there?
Lemmy was probably just a bit too close towards the smoke here. Is now Knight looking to push in here and try and find any of players that might not be aware of this happening, but the smoke still should be usually a warning sign to check for corners, and that's exactly what's going to be happening here. Please, please!
Oh, Knight only now spots Butters. Butters was not ready for someone to hide behind that smoke that long of a time period. You can see Lithuania already taking control of that A site. Now it's going to be a rotation. They're coming in from XGR as well. And Knight has to be pretty careful, as there could be some players surprising them, especially LMB here in this position.
I feel he's waiting for a fall flash from his teammate and should be asking for it now. And that is going to be the flash coming through here, as Lamby will find one looking to deal loads of damage onto Knight, but Zenki does take down Boo in this situation. Now only Knight remaining with 21 HP is going to go down instantly, and as you can see, that push by LMB was the thing that essentially won the round, because that was instantly like a man advantage, and obviously, of course, the damage dealt afterwards here. Yeah, for Butters, thing I wanted to mention, when there's a smoke like that in T middle, especially when you see that it's been there for a while, you really just want to wait at that point until it completely fades.
Yeah, that could be the case. You don't want to...
I've just died so many times to exactly the same situation. I just extremely careful when I approach this situation.
Look
and
where Carcass is, as their players are ready and they're waiting.
This is going to be a rough one.
Oh, Maxwell was already spotted there by the enemy player. As Carcass now, if he comes closer, he could find himself a ton of kills.
They're actually not going to push.
And Boo spots many of them.
You can see Bomb instantly going towards B here, and there's still two players in middle looking to see if they can rack up these kills, as Boo will find one already here, and Zila somehow trying to look and see if he can find any extra kills, but Boo with his third already, Carcass finding one and the second, and that is going to be 14-5 here. Last hope for XGR Esports to actually start bringing it back here, otherwise they might be, in the best case scenario, looking at overtime, but I mean, there's such a long way ahead of them for that situation. Also, how do you feel? I mean, I said they're going to win 6 rounds.
I have tons of belief in XGR Esports, and now with this up on Maxwell, and that Scout on Zila. Why Scout? Okay, with a Scout on Zila, they can definitely get the kills.
Yeah, I feel the confidence, man.
Yeah, the confidence is there. HS with the grenade could deal tons of damage. He's going to be 10 HP down from Lameby. You can see here, he's not afraid. He's still going to push up here. He's going to try to be a bit more aggressive than usual.
A bit more aggressive, but you can see that also Lithuania players are holding on to their utility, so they're not exposing nothing too much over here, and obviously they are waiting for pushes, realizing that XGR Esports are going to be on a force buy. That is always a danger zone for the terrorists, because one pop flash and a push with a FAMAS can instantly change the tides of the game, so they will be approaching this with extreme caution here as they smoke towards connector deployed here and the flashbang. Maxwell actually spotted and well played. He should have learned from Simple and asked for teammate there to be boosted up above that smoke and try and see if he can somehow equalize the scoreline that way. Another grenade will be deployed towards connector. That is going to be the smoke grenade, and Zila somehow has found Butters, but Lane B will equalize the scoreline. Now Zenki in a no man's land there, and Knight needs to go huge here. Will find only one, and that's terrible news as Maxwell pushing through the smoke with the AVP will find only one. That is going to be 15-5. Do you feel it?
What? What do I have to feel? Excitement?
Yes.
Joy?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. When Zila got that kill with Scott, I was like, okay, yeah, man, game on. Game on. This is going to be a beautiful one. Now XGR, as they are forcing up, this is the round that needs to count. And with the approach that Lithuania are taking, it's pretty tough to see them kind of succeeding here, if you kind of understand my point.
What?
Same, man. Same.
I was just listening, reading the news here, but this boost might be crucial as also Zenki has managed to find a kill here. So the Lithuania are not out of the woods yet. Boo does manage to find Knight. Maxwell will give away his position here, and Zila with the scout one more time will find a kill towards Butters, but Boo finding a kill onto Maxwell, and Zenki Zila both being on low HP. HS will need to go huge here.
What? No.
As he will go down here, but you can see still, I mean, look, Boo and Ikas both on 10 and 5 HP.
Yeah.
So, essentially this is all on Carcass, and Carcass picks up the AVP, picks up the AK, gives the AVP down onto Boo.
He's smart. He's smart. You can tell that.
Yeah.
So, and here's Zila.
No.
Zila go huge. He's gonna get the flick onto one, but it's gonna be only leave Zenki alone. 1 versus 2. And I'll see their approach here. Will the bomb go through middle towards the A side? No, they're going to head through that car position. So here's Zenki. He could potentially catch out the bomb.
There is such a possibility. And oh my god, please no, not like this. Not like this!
He's going to get killed against Carcass. Only Boo remaining. And that's so much time now gained for Zenki to move around. As he's going to move towards A main. Okay, so he's gonna play from there. Boo's just gonna wait things up, and he's gonna go for the plant. Oh, Zenki just needed to rush it, as the bomb's gonna be planted in the open, and he could potentially find a player here if Boo is not expecting him. As here, Boo, is he changing his angle? He's not changing his angle, so he's expecting that
he's gonna check it now. He understands this is going to be an A main play here happening, as now Zenki already has managed onto the side, and he actually just spotted the player.
And why is he going in front of the upper?
He can just fake out the defuse.
Yes, he's gonna hit in, he's gonna get the kill, and there is no kit, but I believe there is still time. It's going to be 15 to 6, and XGR, they still
there's still something to happen here. Obviously, we are talking about our prediction game here. As so far, it looks like, I mean, you still need to win a round.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I believe in my boys XGR.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. You do realize that they are there most likely only because Zenki and HS are doing a lot of work. Is it Zenki? Yeah. Oh no.
Why are you talking trash about them, man?
Because so you would stop believing.
Oh, real with Zenki! He's gonna get a kill against Akaz. Good job already. You can see Zila this time has pushed in aggressively. Won't see anyone through that smoke. And you see Terrorists as well not approaching that position. A good thing that they aren't, because they're gonna be in a world of trouble if they push through there. As Zila was already spotted, tagged up, managed to get away. You can see here Maxwell is now gonna be the guy for the job as Butters takes down Zila. Butters looking for one more kill, but Knight with the answer. And now let's see how Maxwell will do here. As he's gonna take down the player. It's gonna be 3v2 situation. The bomb's in middle with Carcass. Now Carcass with the op. He's gonna find Maxwell. He's in 2v2 situation here. And if HS peeks out, he has to be ready to get that kill. As Carcass now gonna move towards that A site. And I believe HS should kind of understand that he needs to be there.
And so far, it looks like Lithuania have guessed it correctly with their gamble, and HS pushing for information here, risking a lot, but obviously a lot of information gained in the process. And now you can see Zenki not really sure where should he go, and he's gonna stick towards B here with the AVP, and HS just missing their traces as he can hear the nades coming through here, and he's looking to find the perfect timing to peek. Will find the bomb with the AVP and instantly falling back here with the follow-up flashbang, and another one looking to see if he can find lane B, but that is just serving as a distraction and puts a lot of pressure onto lane B here. Zenki now already looking for that cross with the AVP. Will find the kill, and that is my prediction out of the window. Thank you very much, Lithuania.
Yes, no, thank you very much, XGR eSports, for showing what they can do. Because you have to admit it. Now, when the game is this kind of situation, their plays are getting better and better.
Yeah, of course. Well, they're on the roll here, but still, I mean, 8 rounds in back-to-back.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be tough, but but still, there is always the chance, especially now. Let's see how Lithuania will approach this. I believe rush towards the B side as they're gonna head in. I believe all of them at the same time. It's gonna be pretty interesting. Zila, oh, perfect timing on that grenade, almost even killing off Carcass. Minus 71. That's tons of damages here. Zila's going for the kills. It's gonna be Zenki with the op. Not the best situation to be with the op, but he still managed to get the kills as Maxwell's gonna take down the last. It's gonna be 15 to 8, and now the Byron from Lithuania. What do they need to do to switch things up to
Lithuania?
win it? Yeah. What exactly? Which position is not utilized?
They haven't done, like, they haven't made many mistakes. It's more like they are trying to capitalize on the situation that they are putting themselves a bit too fast. Like, so there's always like one player that just slightly rushes things.
Okay.
And I mean, that's their downfall. Butters in that situation, not waiting for the smoke to fade and so on here. As now Maxwell both with the help of HS will clear out a main, and Butters, I believe, well, he's just definitely was spotted now, giving away his position, and that Molotov will prevent him from going outside here. But Boo with the bomb towards Highway might be a factor here, as now both Knight and HS looking to see what they can do in this situation. Obviously the doors are still open and they need to be closed, as Butters will find one kill here, looking to find his second, dealing tons of damage onto HS. Drop down to 17 HP. He's looking to see if he can flush the player out. Zila will find the kill onto Ikas here. Now you can see Butters will find the kill towards HS, but Zenki with the AVP just looks like a thing to behold right now. And obviously this guy is currently, well, carrying.
Yeah, in a way, 24 kills for him. We haven't seen him be this flashy, especially with the op.
Not for a while.
Yeah, as well. And here, Boo, I like that he's taking his time. And basically with this, he has already pressured Zenki to go towards middle. Check if he can hear any kind of sound cues there. or anything along those lines. But as we can see, it's going to be Boo going towards that B site and towards that A site and trying to get that plant on.
He's actually managed to get onto the side here. The bomb will go down, and Zenki will obviously spot it just now here as the peak will come through.
Yep.
Boo,
a bit too maybe over aggressive here as he's 1v2. He's low HP. Like finding the best spot to hide and staying there, I believe, is not the worst choice, right?
I mean, it's a dangerous position to be in when you are on low HP. Most of the time that position will be naded, Molotov, flashed, and so on. So he kind of felt forced to quickly gain a man advantage in that situation, and thus went for the peak. Unfortunately for him, the timing didn't work out. But the fact that the bomb plant was, well, allowed essentially, and also no players exposed themselves in the process, should have been a giveaway that the player is a bit further away than he's expecting it.
Yeah, as well. And let's see now, can Maxwell react in time, as I believe this is going to be pushed towards that middle. Let's see how his op is going to do against this, as he's going to spot the player. I believe he did tag, whereas he's going to kill off Carcass as well. Knight comes in to help out as he's looking for more kills. He's spraying them down, and now Maxwell, will he peek in? He's even peeking, and he still finds them. Only Boo remaining in a 1v4 situation, and this is something that's happening all over again, as HS is going to get the last kill, 15 to 10. Lithuania definitely needs to figure something out. Maybe take a timeout and talk things through. How can they approach this game differently so XGR eSports wouldn't be one step ahead of them all the time?
And again, no teams are taking tactical. I mean, we've seen one tactical timeout and one tactical timeout that was taken as a technical because there was an issue that actually turned out to be real here. But that is fixed, so they can take tactical timeouts now. And I mean,
this is pretty tough. Like I'm not understanding why would you do so. Like if you have a time to just calm down a bit after a tough game, like not after, in the tough game, you have a time to just relax for a bit, and then come in with a clearer mind, and you're still not using that. Then I don't know. Are you really forgetting all the time?
I mean, Lithuania are feeling pressured right now, understandably so. They're trying to make plays happen, and it's not like the plays that they are making are, as I already previously mentioned, like bad plays.
Yeah.
They're just rushed.
Yeah, as you mentioned, some players just overstepped their line there, as Knight is going to find a player towards middle here, and he's looking for more, but no one else is going to be pushed up there, as Maxwell here is now trying to find his luck. But has to be pretty careful, as the doors will be open as well. He's in really bad position, but he's still going to get killed against Limeby. Will manage to get away, looking even for the kill on the player, but Boo with that deagle is going to take him down, as now Knight comes in, sprays him down. Only Butters remaining. Sorry for that console pop-up, as Butters even will find a kill, so 1v2 situation here. This could get interesting, although he's instantly hurt.
Yeah, Zila hurt him definitely, and we'll find an easy kill here. So, another chance for Lithuania to close this one out.
How many ops do they need, Lithuania, now?
One for sure.
One for sure. Will they go for it? This is going to be Boo picking it up. Are they switching to Carcass? Yes, they will. I'm really curious to see, as Carcass has some pretty great moments as CT.
Carcass is going to pick connector here. Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, they're going to go for this boost.
Okay.
Oh, this is a good choice. This is a good way to switch things up, but he won't spot anyone. You can see now, this time they're even putting 3 players towards the B side, only 1 towards middle, and there's not going to be any action of what sorts towards highway.
Yeah, so this is a standoff here, and XGR eSports are considering Lithuania to hit B just because they haven't hit that site in a while and also haven't hit it heavily. So that is something that they are taking into consideration here. I'm not really a huge fan of, I believe that's HS towards the A site, sitting in forklifts. Whilst, yes, it is an okay position to get 1 kill, it's hard to get away from it.
Yeah, as well, as if you're running towards left
if
side.
If you're the only guy on towards A, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's obviously confident and is capable enough to deal with the situation that it would, in theory, can approach him. But still, at the scoreline of 15 to 11, do you want to?
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know.
But
not a fan.
Maybe that's needed. As here, Maxwell, did he spot any of the players? I believe he did spot 1. You can see they're already moving into middle, so they're going to play from here. No players are going to be there from the CT side. They're going to stay in the sites. I believe best choice for them, especially now when they're going to hit that B site. And it's going to be 3 players there. Knight, Zila, and of course Zenki waiting with that op. And let's see, Zila, did he manage to get the timing right as he's going to spot the player? He's going to take. Okay, it was Zenki with the kill. Knight now with the kill is looking for more, but he's going to be taken down. 3v2 situation here, and Zenki looking for the shot. He's going to find one, and now Ikas 1v3 situation, but Zenki just showing one more time what he can do with the op as he Oh, he still does have the 30 bomb, but Boo has hit 30 kills.
Yeah, well, Boo definitely a player we mentioned previously before the game as a player to stand out here. I mean, I'm just, I don't know.
It's tough to tell where this game is gonna head. We know XGR, they love those overtimes. They love them. They have played them so many times.
And they also love to lose in them. Oh.
Okay, that could also be the case. But again, if they lose in them, then I still win my prediction.
Yeah.
Great, right?
I mean, you're set there. So now go XGR. Woo!
They can still do this one. It's gonna be Zila taking down the first player, looking for the next one. But Lamby with a Deagle will be successful, as now they're gonna move into the vents as well. And here's he's not missing those shots. With the op, he's just a force that you don't want to wreck with. You have to be pretty careful here. And inside, Zinky, even with the Deagle, is gonna go huge. He's gonna miss the shot, but that doesn't matter too much, as his teammates are gonna take down the enemy player. I have no idea how Aka's got that kill against HS through the wall there, but he did, as Zenki is gonna get his third kill. In total, 31 kills in this round. Oh my goodness, Lithuania, what is happening with them? For the first 4 games, they were unbeatable. Then they lose 16-11, and now they can't close out the game.
They lose 16-1, and now they can't close out. I mean, this is Lithuania's, like, look at their investment into this round. They have everything on their side. So this screams for desperation, but there's a 3-man push happening towards B here, and Lithuania need to hit A fast. Don't mind helping Ikas, just go towards A. You have the option of taking the site, and they're doing exactly so. So Maxwell here needs to go huge, missing the first shot, burning down into the flames here, down to 20 HP. Does manage to sneak a pop flash through here, but of course will go down. Boo already posted up here towards heaven. It is going to be a 4 versus 4 retake. Boo, please use that smoke, thank you. He needs to use that smoke early on just to prevent the CT's understanding that it came from heaven, and also that nade towards night has dealt a solid amount of damage here, so it's extremely difficult for XGR to come back into this now. And Butters he does not see the player, but Carcassel already has found Zenki in this situation, looking to deal more damage, and is going to be pushing into forklift, but the Molotov will force him out in the open and still manages to find a kill and a third.
And only HS remaining. HS is going to get killed. He already has 3. Can he get the all? Last as he's going to find Lameby. Only 1 player remaining, but there is no time to defuse the bomb. He can only try for the kill. He's going to try for the kill, but that is it. 16-13. HS finishing it off with the ace. What was that game in the end? My God.
And one more time, not even mad. Not even mad, like legit. If I lose my predictions this way, I'm fine with the punishment, because, wow.
Exciting CSGO. I was not expecting for XGR eSports to win that many rounds in a row. It was 8 rounds in a row.
For a solid amount of time, obviously it looked that it's going to go this way.
Yeah.
And then I feel like what started to happen here is also something that we saw relatively recently, is that a team gets overconfident.
Yeah.
And you can see players starting to make small individual mistakes, not paying that much attention.
Yeah.
And obviously, you can't really blame the guys. They finished off with a half of 12-3.
12-3, and there was 15-5, I believe.
Yeah, and that was 15-5, after which we are at 16-13. So obviously, Lithuania are probably not going to be happy too much with the result, just off the fact that they still have lost a lot of rounds that they could have potentially gained here again. They do secure the win in regulation time, so meaning that they gained the full amount of points, not overtime points.
But their round difference from their last 2 games, Lithuania, they need to put in some work. They looked unbeatable, but now they're making some few mistakes. Maybe it's with all of the roster changes, and maybe there's some internal
and also
issues.
huge shout out to Zenki.
Whoa.
What the hell, man?
Yeah, I have no idea why he didn't show it in the previous games that he can do things like that, but now he does a great job for that. Definitely 31 kill.
Yeah, I mean, this game is definitely packed with highlights.
Yes, exactly.
This game alone can give you a solid minute of content just with highlights, and notably so. I mean, it's been a very exciting match, first match of today, and I hope that we're going to see the same stuff further on.
Hopefully.
A little sneak peek here already. There is going to be a standing here in the next following game for one of the teams, but which one and who? Find out soon enough. For now, #Vault in the chat, and we'll be back in a moment.
boom with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Thriller, killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani, pārsteidz mani, pārsteidz mani, un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio!
Bending over backwards, twisting off the wrapper, just to see what's underneath. Oh, dirty little Cupid, she made me do cute shit. Baby, having fun with me, but I don't mind, don't mind, don't mind, don't mind for you. You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try.
This ain't what it seems, girl. You're my little teen, girl. Knocking at your door, I want the candy Halloween, girl. It was nice to eat you. I mean, it's nice to meet you. I might twist my words, say too much and get a sweet tooth. Wait, mama said you gotta watch your hell now. Hey, things are getting heated, watch your melt now. Wait, baby, tell me what you need right now.
You're my candy, baby. You're my trick or treat. You're my chocolate with a little something in between. You're my candy, baby. Crave you all the time. 100 flavors, you're the only one I wanna try. You're my candy, baby. You're my trick now the map's becoming clearer. It's all in my perspective. Just out of reach, save me the sympathy. I never needed direction, yet to dig deep becomes so clear to me. Not all treasures buried, it's all in your head. Just try to hear me out. They've got you locked up and out.
Hello and welcome back to Baltic Esports League Season 2. This time we're going to jump in the game between Estonian teams AYN and Team Red. I haven't seen too much from them at the moment. They are at the bottom of the standings as well. So it doesn't feel too good for them. So this is going to be a match that they have to prove a lot for both sides.
Both of the sides have a thing to prove here. I think we're going to quickly jump to our predictions here.
Yep.
And I'm going to also quickly explain as to why my pick is going to be such as it is. I'm going to say that AYN are going to win this one, 16-10.
Okay.
And just off the fact that AYN have played against essentially all stronger opponents here in this league so far. And I feel like they are definitely prepared to face someone more towards their level as far as standings show.
Yeah, I will go as well AYN's way. I think they want to prove a lot even with the stand and everything else, but they do have fields in their lineup, so I'm going to say 16-9 that they're going to take them.
And also, AYN, they're going to have a stand in themselves, like Switcher is not going to be playing for them. Yeah. It's going to be BESL replacing Switcher here, player that we don't know. As far as, I mean, I don't know the player, and I have no idea what to expect. Also, fun fact, while the knife round is on the way, the delay previously was actually because it's Akas's birthday today.
Happy birthday.
He actually drove home to play the game and then went back to celebrate. And of course, there is a reason to celebrate because they did inevitably win out that tight, close game here. So, I believe AYN won the knife round here.
Yep, they decided to start on the CT side. Let's introduce the teams. As on the side of AYN, we're going to see Kritu, Abyssal, Fields, ZFX, and Tulip.
And on the side of Team Red Eye, we're going to see Brax, Martpois, Flunk, Momzal, and Komiono.
Exactly. We're already seeing both teams play. As I already mentioned, AYN, they have played against stronger opponents, they had a bit tougher road here. And Team Red Eye, They played against Aston eSports. They did win against Estonia in the overtime, so that is a good job for them.
And you can see Tulip quickly pushing towards top middle. We'll only see one player here, and he will go down, and he doesn't manage to spot the remaining players coming into connector here. Abyssal will be found with his pants down, essentially, as now Kritios looking to equalize the situation, only able to deal small amounts of damage, and ZFX not finding any players just yet.
Flunk.
And Flunk with the push. Oh my god, that's an excellent position coming out from him. He did give away slightly his position in that situation, but somehow still alive.
That asked for way too long of a time period to do that, as AYN, they're already running out of time. They don't have the kit. Fields did manage to find that one kill, but as you can see, all 4 players are still left alive, and only ZFX remaining for the side of AYN. As we can see, Team Red Eye, they're looking pretty ready for this match.
Yeah, so far they excellently executed this round. Of course, off the back that Tulip was pushed up alone there, and unfortunately also Bissell was quickly found after in this situation. Now ZFX looking to somehow deal extra damage here. Will find his second kill in this round, and that's more economical damage dealt to the side of Red Eye, but off the fact that they have that bomb plan, it shouldn't matter too much, as now Komiano will go down, and ZFX securing 3 kills on his side, and of course that gives him the option to buy a scout here, as the remainder of his teammates will pick up a few Deagles, a CZ, and curious to see what Tulip will go for, and that is going to be a CZ as well. So, Team Red Eye definitely have started off well here on the terrorist side, and also a lot more convincing round coming out from them here. ZFX just barely missing the timing here, also almost found the timing onto the second kill, so unfortunately for him, he also doesn't feel too confident of repeaking this, and now Kritu looking to see if he can find any sort of off angle on these players. Crossing over, will spot the head, but Kamiano instantly with the headshot towards Short Hill here will find Kritu quickly enough. Abyssal one more time in connector, trying to play around this smoke here, and they actually exchanged positions, and did Abyssal just get information about a player being there?
I think he should, I believe, now with all this. I'm not sure if Komiano is spraying here, but right as the smoke will fade, it's going to be Abyssal. He's going to get the kill. He's going to find the AK now for himself. Has to stay alive, as the bomb is going to be roaming towards the B side. It's already going to be planted, and Tulip in such a great position to work with this. And Abyssal, he won't realize there's a player towards middle. He just spotted him, and Mom's is going to be really careful about peeking that. As now I believe Tulip is waiting for some players to come through. He's going to spot one Mark Poist going down. I believe he realized that there's one player towards short. He's going to switch out to Deagle. Not sure if that's the best weapon here, but I believe he was not left with enough bullets. And what a headshot onto Braxis. He's supposed to play there. He also supposed to play in the house as well. But what did really flunk that late? Oh no, I believe it was Abyssal who did that late, really only spotted the player there, or had information.
ZFX realized he doesn't have time to go for this. Obviously, he's going to be holding on to this scout, as Momzo will hold on to his AK, and the bomb will blow up, meaning that Team Red Eye will secure their second round here. So far, a slightly shaky start coming out of AYN, even though there were already a few good moments there in that situation. ZFX was a part of it, but more... I believe it was Abyssal, if I'm not mistaken, who had a solid attempt there, getting that AK in connector, heading towards the short position.
That was Abyssal. You can see now, Team Red Eye, since they had already 2 rounds, this round they're going to play a bit more slower. Not Komiano though. With the Mac-10, he's trying to make some noise towards that A site, and good thing he's doing that. He's holding, you can see 3 players towards that A site with this movement, as he's going to take down Abyssal. That's already pretty good news. And here, Fields, he's going to go down. He was pushing the apartments. Now Kritu with the USPS. Looking for some lucky shots at this stage. It doesn't look he's gonna get the kill, although he was pretty close to killing off Flunk there. And now ZFX, if he spots anyone there, this could be his kill. Now let's just see, will it be Momzo pushing down there? Because he's trying to be a bit more passive about this.
And of course, them deploying the smoke towards that exit out from a kitchen will force Tulip to push through that smoke with the Deagle in hand, looking to see if he can find any kills here. I actually like this position. I mean, it can definitely catch a player off guard, but the long feet will give away his position, standing on top of that box there. So 3-0 so far, but now AYN with their first buy round.
No ops coming out.
No ops coming out because there's no money for it, but I mean, they have shown mid-presence strongly from their CT side here, despite of having a deficit. And obviously, I feel like it's going to be the case here in this round as well. As you can see, they definitely are checking towards upper mid, and Team Red Eye are actually looking to just start off with a solid execute towards a site, and only Kamiano in middle here looking to spot any alerts. Does spot one of the players here in connector, but that's going to be Tulip instantly finding the kill and falling back towards the site. And the smoke should be coming through here towards A any second now. That is the nades coming through now. BESL calling for an A hit, looking to see if he can position himself towards this default area. The smoke now deployed towards apartments. You can see the players trickling out here. That's going to be the first kill towards BESL, but that is going to be all he can do in that situation. Tulip now looking to see if he can spot the crosses. He will find a headshot onto Flunk in that situation. And still only 2 terrorist players on the side of Red Eye remaining here. Somehow, even though, despite the fact they managed to plant this bomb, it's not going their way, as now Martpois will find one more kill, and spotting the player there in that situation, now looking to see if he can add more, but Krito will take him down, and that is going to be ZFX also finding Brax here.
There was a bit of an issue there for Team Red Eye with Flunk pushing those stairs when basically he didn't need to do that. There was a smoke there. No CT will push it. He said go for it that stage.
When you're going for such a play, you should be asking for a flash.
Yeah, as well. And even then, Brax when peeking out from the palace, which he needed only to wait for the players to move inside, but he did it already prematurely, losing tons of HP points. And as we can see here, that allows AYN to win the round. Now let's see if that's going to continue on, or will it be Team Red Eye with new strats coming their way. As this is going to be their last Byron. You can see Kamiano only on the Deagle. And you can see the mid presence, even without the op, is there, but Brax is going to get the kill against Tulip. Good job.
And through the smoke, I think. I mean, there was a cross smoke there, and I don't think he really had an angle on that situation. So good job for Brax. As now the Molotov and nade towards under window will prevent Flunk from advancing on quickly here. So the bomb is still dropped towards B apartment at the very beginning there. So still a very strong presence coming out from Team Red Eye here in middle, and rightly so. This is exactly how Mirage should be approached. You first establish mid control completely, push the CTs out of that position, and force them to be afraid of peeking. Obviously, being a man down, AYN are not really looking to do that anyway.
Yeah, you can see ZFX, he's just waiting for someone to be in the window room. BESL staying quiet in the site. Could potentially find some players in connectors. Looks that's going to be the case here. If he peeks out too far, Momzal is going to be the guy who's going to take him down. His Fields already has found one. That's a great job. He's looking for more. As BESL is going to go down in the side. Now only he's going to be all on ZFX to hold this one, because I believe Kritsu, even if he goes into this window room, he will be almost instantly shut down. And now the bomb is going to be planted. Let's see how will ZFX approach the situation. He did spot a player there, does not get the kill. It was Fields with one more kill towards Kamiano, so 3v3 situation now. And as I said, Krito here, he can't really move in.
But I think they just spotted a player beforehand, so they know 100% there's someone in jungle. And Fields obviously making sure that the information is going to be correct. And now Momzal with the flank. And with the AVP in hand here can be a huge player, as both Flunk and Martpois finding kills here. Only ZFX remaining. The bomb being planted towards connector. ZFX does have a smoke. He could, in theory, smoke off connector and use a flashbang or two, but he's got to go and save his weapon, as there's not a lot of time. Too many enemies alive, and Martpois will go down here. The second seat, that was Flunk, just gave away his position. Actually, Momzal now pushing.
The second time he does that, he finds the player in the city spawn. It was in the first round, it is happening here in the next round, so nothing saved there for ZFX.
I'm surprised Momzal was the one pushing, because he had the AVP in hand.
Yeah, as well. He was just trying to glock him down. It worked out. Great job. Well, let's see how this game is going to continue, as now Team Red are going to head towards B side. Now I believe this is going to be a fast execute towards that position. It's going to be Fields there with Kritu ready. Let's see how ready they really are when they move in, as already Kritu has damaged the player. 2 hits there, dealing some amount of damage. Now Brax is going to get the kill, but for Fields, the position was not the best, as he's going to be found instantly by Kamiano, and only 3 players left alive for the side of AYN. You can see the tags are coming in. 2 players are low. Kamiano as well on 45 HP. So in a way, this is doable.
Yeah, but AYN, one more time, they don't have a kit on their side, and obviously still being in, well, on paper, 3 versus 5 situation, they won't find these early kills here, prompting another save coming out from AYN. And I mean, they definitely look surprised by the approach that Team Red Eye have taken here, and also a huge props to Team Red Eye, as I mean, they're sticking as a unit. They're working together as a team. They are making relatively small mistakes apart from that push towards the stairs in that A bomb site. So far looking a very solid start for them on this half, as they already have secured 5 rounds. And
especially
the economy
being stable on T side as well. That's already a good job.
And the economy of the of Team AYN here is slightly shaky, and then also in a weird position, because like some of the players in theory could force up here, but then if you lose, you need to go into a full leak round. So what do you really do? I mean, they've picked up a few pistols here. Fields actually has finally purchased a defuse kit, same as Abyssal, so both picking up a kit here just to make sure that if there is a retake scenario, it is going to be possible. Fields now in a world of trouble as the players are already trickling in here. Kritu missing first 2 shots, does manage to find a kill, but that is going to be it, as now ZFX has also managed to find 1 more player. Still a 3 versus 3 retake. That Molotov towards the exit of kitchen area is going to prevent any CTs from trickling in, and obviously the second follow-up Molotov now sort of traps them in that position.
As here they could be quite lucky if they manage to find Momzo. They do find Momzo now. Tulip finding the player who was not expecting him to be there. He's gonna kill off Brax. Only Markboys remaining 1v2. He has to play this positioning game pretty carefully as he's gonna find a kill against Tulip. That's gonna be left with 1v1 situation. 28 HP on him. ZFX also pushing forward. He's gonna get the kill, but he does not pick up the kits. But I believe there's still going to be enough time to get the defuse. And if he doesn't, it's gonna be pretty sad.
No, I think he has this.
Yeah, basically at the last second almost they're getting the defuse. It's gonna be 2-5. If we check out the scoreboard at the moment, ZFX with 9 kills. This guy with a scout and any other weapon that comes into his hands has been pretty great. Tulip as well, the consistent rifler on the side of Team Red Eye. Finally, Markboys showing up, the guy that I was telling about from the qualifiers. And now I believe this is a technical pause coming out from both sides. Hopefully not from both sides. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay then. Well, ZFX is sitting on the AVP right now and is going to be heading towards middle here shortly, most likely, to see if he can find the timing onto that cross.
And here Team Red Eye, they do have 3 players with a lot of money. They probably should drop for Brax and Comiano, right?
Yeah, of course. They'll be dropping, they'll be buying up. They're just...
And from the way that they're displaying, do you think Team Red Eye needs the op? Like, Momzo, he's been pretty good with it, but most of the time he catches himself in a situation where he has to use that pistol.
I cannot really see where the AVP would fit in right now.
Yeah.
In the way how they approach this game, and just off the fact that, I mean, if they go for set execute, there's no real requirement for it.
Yeah.
They are sticking together as a unit, and I mean, so far it seems to work out. So, like, there's no real point of them switching things up right now. Obviously, if the AVP from the side of AYN starts to become a problem for Team Red Eye in middle, then of course, an AVP will be inevitably picked up. But up until then, no point. Waste of money.
Yeah, and see, Amonza thought that as well. Goes for the AK. And they have found some luck towards the B side. Of course, not the last time. Let's see which side they decide to go for now. They're going to go for the slow play and one more time establish dominance in middle. And then effects with the op misses the timing. Almost got the shot in there as he's now going to wait for someone to peek out from this smoke. Also, there's some reinforcement coming out from short as it's going to be Kritu damaging Brax there a bit.
But he takes damage in return by that nade that was displayed towards short there, and Abyssal finding the kill onto Flunk there. I'm not really sure what prompted Flunk to push in that situation. It's slightly early timing, and obviously that is still going to be checked for. Usually you would go for something like that around 50th second just to see if you can catch any CT out of position. So perhaps a slight mistake there that can cost dearly for Team Red Eye. They have a lot of players here near connector here, and also one player up close and short, but the bomb is still like far away. So what's the plan here?
Probably going to try to look for the kills. Let's see if they will get lucky. As Comiano is going to take down Abyssal pretty easily there. Few taps and he's gone. There's going to be only one player waiting in that A site, and let's just see where this bomb is gonna head next. As more so looks like they want to hit that B site. You can see here Comiano getting kind of impatient, trying to find the opening here. As he has to be pretty careful. It could be Kritu from short catching him out if he moves one more time. Here.
Yeah, so Comiano now is gonna give away his position, meaning that he's going to try this fake towards A most likely till the very end. As now Fields, Kritu will find Comiano towards A, and Fields with that flashbang will manage to I just forgot.
completely forgot. But Momzel did not forget about Fields. He got the kill. Only 2 players will remain on Team Red, and you can see they're 2 and 3 HP. The grenade will kill them both. Oh, ZFX, you lucky man.
I potatoed.
Yeah, kind of. It happens. It happens after a while.
I can't even explain why I just potatoed. But that was a beautiful nade. Obviously, things falling into place. Both of these players being on low HP, and that's just a beautiful double kill. Always pleasant sight to behold.
Yeah, good job there for Kritsu. He got those 2 kills and even dealing damage to enemy players as well. Did a great job. And luckily for Fields that he didn't get the kills, but there was of course ZFX ready to strike. And let's see. Now they put 2 players towards that A site. The ball and fans drop down. I'm not sure if Team Red Eye should do this too often because they get pretty deep in middle or in other position, and they have to go back for that bomb, and it's asked for lots of time. And they can't really hit the site if they find the right timing. They need to go back for that bomb.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, having a lot of players on these Deagles and the CZ in hand means that you need to put yourself in dangerous positions, and in that moment, you really don't want to have the bomb on you if you're going to be going for those solo kills. As Flonk now has managed to find Tulip, stays alive there for a second longer than I thought he would be, but Abyssal will equalize in that situation. Kamiano now pushing through the apartments, will find the timing, but he needs to drop down. That's going to cause noise, and Krito already understanding what's happening here as he's just looking to see if he can find the timing onto the player, not really looking to take the fight, and a messy kill in that situation, but he will inevitably find it on Molotov, and another kill for Krito coming through here as now Fields making sure his teammate stays alive, and now only Marchpois inevitably will find Abyssal towards middle, is going to be heading towards B here, looking to see if he can add more damage, and now his position has been spotted already, but somehow just
still he's managing to get Fields. Good job there. Let's see if he's going to go for this site as the bomb is dropped down there. You could definitely do this one, but instantly Chris is going to take him down. I believe he had the armor, so there was a reason to go for it, but in this situation, way too much noise. Enemies knew where you are.
Yeah, still, I'm actually... Well, he pre-fired the corner towards Fields there, and lucky for Fields that he went down into that situation. That always kind of feels a bit painful when that happens to you, because, I mean, it was more... I cannot say a random pre-fire, but that's definitely how the CT would see it, as just a random pre-fire, and it's just like, why would you pre-fire? But anywho... It looks like Team Red Eye are looking to one more time find success towards the A bomb site as they're lining up their smokes here, and is that Kamiano towards middle?
Yes, he is. He's just waiting for the backstab.
He's waiting for the backstab, and he's obviously going to be heading towards a short, most likely, otherwise a connector. But the nades are coming through here as the executor starts to play off, and now Abyssal, wide peeking here, does find a first kill and does an excellent job of surviving long enough here, waiting for the reinforcements of his teammates. Should be asking for flashbangs. He, unfortunately, will go down here.
We managed to get one, but only one player. There's going to be only 2 players left alive for the T side. Only one. As Brax still, he hasn't moved out of the palace. What? His team was already there. They got so many kills. Okay, only 2. But Brax, what was his role there?
Okay, so here's what's happening right now. Team Red Eye, this is probably the last round where... okay, Brax does manage to find a kill. This is probably the last round where they will be trying their previous approach, how they started the game off initially.
Okay.
This is to be more precise, this should be the moment where you switch up the pace, pick up the AVP, and start to play off the op in hand, or one more time bring out a late round aggression or prolonged aggression in middle before you actually set things into motion. Here is Brax actually jumping through the smoke. Will find Fields, but Kritu with the positioning will come out on top of that situation. Solid attempt. Brax unfortunately didn't work out. No money for the AVP here. Team Red Eye should just purchase pistols, and well, in pistol rounds I actually like when 4 players go into A apartments and then the 1 player uses his utility from the slope.
Yeah, okay. And then it can work out. Yeah. Let's see, they're doing just that, so they are going 4 players towards the A site, and not of course towards the palace. And let's just see, as Abyssal, he gets kind of impatient, and he has to be pretty careful. There's a lot of players there, and the grenade will deal some damage, not too much now as Abyssal is peeking out. Will he check the upper? He didn't see the shot. He's gonna find him. Looking for the second, looking even for the third. He catches out the best timing to peek in there, as now Marquez will go down to Tulip, and Momzel with Flunk now have to decide how they're gonna approach this one, as Flunk's already being pushed. He has the bomb, and if he goes down, that is the bomb down. Of course, should be the round, as Kritu is going to get the last kill. And the score will be 6-5, finally AYN back in the lead.
I believe there was a flash over that A ramp.
Yeah.
Ramp.
Yeah.
Because
right.
2 of the players were flashed, and the third one falling back also was dabbing away as he was hiding behind the corner.
Good job, V. Let's continue on and hope that AYN can show a good job here as well. In this round, as in the middle, ZFX, you can see now they are giving the off to Momzel, and ZFX, I don't know if he has to peek out or will he peek out. As you can see, the players even from short are being too aggressive, and the connector already one has died. Kritu has to be pretty careful because he's easily spotted in this position. See, the position's always checked. So now here from the short, let's see how this one's gonna go down. There are some players, Abyssal already spotting some, but they're not pushing towards short, more so trying to put their aggression towards that connector. And then decide how they're gonna move with here, as Kritu has found Brax. That is good job already towards that B site. As you can see, only now bomb will be picked up. One more time, Team Red Eye. They could have made the move when they got the kill.
Oh, and Kamiano here should really try and see if he can go for that kitchen area, as obviously...
Yeah, but you can see ZFX even realized that could be happening. He's gonna get the kill. Only 2 players remaining on the side of Team Red. And was there something you wanted to say?
No. Everything was done, as now Flunk still fighting for his life and rounds for his team, as he has managed to find a quick 2 kills here. Really, ZFX should not be peeking out through that window, as the bomb is still down towards short, and Flunk still somehow has only 30 seconds to win this round for his team. I'm not even sure if you want to go for this at this stage, but inevitably he will do so. But with the turnaround, Kritu will inevitably find a kill there. So 7-5, AYN have definitely managed to bring it back and have regained control of the game. Team Red Eye did make the adjustment I was talking about previously, but sort of rushed things in that situation and tried to push for the side.
Because even when Momzel was in middle with the op, they put some players in connector and towards short, and already lost some players. So at that point, Momzel already feels kind of useless. Maybe as here's okay, that was Tulip who finds the first kill, and here feels, I believe he did spot someone towards the apartments and doesn't deal any damage with that grenade, as now he's gonna try to push and look for the kill. Let's see how, okay, I won't say how long Markboys will stay there, but he can stay there as long as he wants. He got the kill, and now they're gonna go for the bomb. Let's just see if it's gonna be the ace side that they're gonna decide to hit. More so it will be Kamiano behind the smoke. I believe has no information about Tulip whatsoever, so this could be a pretty fun time for Tulip here. He's gonna look for the first player, but the jump pretty well executed, as he's now peeking 2 players, and Brax is gonna win in that duel in the end. So trade's happening 3v3. They do
and
have
still
1
no
and 4.
rotation from CTs. I don't really understand why, because it was quite obvious that they were heading 2 players towards A, so most likely there is going to be the bomb following up there as well. And now Abyssal is going to need to go huge here. There is already one player that has managed to pass, gone into CT. Obviously the bomb will be planted in default. Brax will find that kill towards Abyssal, towards jungles, and now ZFX looking to see if any players have crossed here, but I don't even understand right now if the information has been passed on that there's a guy in CT.
Yeah, I believe they don't know about him, as Kamiano got there unnoticed. And I'm gonna push him forward. Oh no, they kind of realized that could be the case. Let's just see now this 2v3 retake, how this one's gonna go down, as there is Flank waiting in the side. Kamiano, I thought he was pushing. But here we can see now ZFX waiting, and I believe he did not spot Flank. He did not, and Krito will go down to Brax. So Team Red Eye fighting back, getting their 6th round on the board. And let's just see, it feels like it's going to be a close game, and I might lose my prediction, but the same thing could be that we both lose our prediction and Team Red Eye prevail.
Yeah, well, one more time so far, not even mad.
Yeah.
I mean, the game is as close as we were expecting to be so far. The question is, how is Team Red Eye on their CT side here? As on the terrace side, showed signs of brilliance, afterwards made a slight adjustment, and it looks like they have managed to find a round here, but Kamiano with the AVP in hand, if I'm not mistaken, unfortunately went down there in that situation. And also, I mean, with the AVP, you don't see that many such deep pushes happening towards a ramp. You usually just watch for the player to cross over, just because of the risk involved in losing that valuable weapon. And now Team Red Eye really need to think, well, start from ground zero essentially here and see what they can do with this round, as obviously losing the opportunity to play off the AVP is quite painful.
Yeah, as well. And here, AYN, they had a great chance to push into the B apartments as they did before. Like Fields was pretty aggressive towards it, lost a few rounds there, of course. But at this stage, I feel like AYN, they need to, as they're one of the last rounds on the CT side, they need to switch things up. And I believe like pushing these apartments, when you know that the enemies are in middle, when you are left middle completely alone, I think is a good way to gain the control over the map. And of course the information as well. But let's just see now, as they're looking to push towards the B side, there is a player waiting in the window room. Pretty good position for Flunk to play from. As we can see, here's going to be Kritsu waiting for the push to happen. This could be pretty interesting one as they're moving in super quietly. Momzel there with the bomb. There's players coming through as well, and I believe Fields could be potentially now here the enemy players coming through, as now the grenades will rain in. It's going to be Kritsu waiting for the jump through the window. The flash will be dropped down. He's going to spot the players. The bomb dropped down. Already 2 going down. Mudboy's low on HP. 9 HP only. Playing against 1v4. He's going to be taken down 8-6. I can't believe Kritsu stayed alive for that long in that position.
Yeah, he just stayed alive way too long there. Obviously, it was in a slight off angle just because he was just underneath that balcony from the bomb side point of view. Interestingly enough, that position a lot of the times is not being checked because the people obviously are throwing flashbangs over and through B apartments. When you are jumping out the window, oftentimes you're either half or fully flashed, and in that chaotic situation, Kritsu just making the most out of it, and obviously thus another round for AYN here. So happy to see that they have managed to come back here. Now Momzel with the scout looking to see if he can find anything. Also Brax sitting on the AVP. On an agenda of his own here is now Flunk will spot the player towards B one more time. Hasn't found any success yet, but so far has been putting up solid headshots with that AK. So definitely AYN should not feel relieved that they have 8 rounds here, because I don't think it's 6 rounds they were expecting, but instantly 2 kills coming in there and another 2 at the same time. Well, essentially everyone on the side of AYN, apart from Kritsu, has found a kill here, and Brax is going to be heading towards B with that bomb, and Fields already expecting such plays.
Yep, exactly. As now Brax is going to try to peek in with a grenade. He does manage to peek in, right, and doesn't even go down now, but Fields with a spray down with the AK will be successful. It's going to be 9-6.5 ending. And could you remind us our predictions here?
Yeah, so my prediction was 16-10 in favor of AYN.
Yep.
And yours was 16-9 in favor of AYN.
Yeah. So let's see. Will Team Red Eye on CT side manage to get those first 3 rounds? Because if they get those first 3 rounds, I will be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
But then again, the game will be tied up.
Yeah, that's also true. I mean, we were expecting for this match to be relatively close here. It was just kind of hard to understand how this is all going to go down, considering what opponents each of these teams have been facing so far. But now, this is going to be at AYN's B bomb side. Hit Markboy struggling to find a kill, but Komniano coming in to help out. Will find Tulip, will burn down to Tulip's Molotov in the process. Brax will find another kill in the process, and Markboy's finding another one, and his second there in that situation. ZFX only man standing here for his team, missing the headshots. Will find one, looking to add more on top of that. Will find the second, still alive.
Can he get more kills here as the players are pushing forward? The bomb time is ticking, and finally Flunk is going to get the kill, and they will manage to get the defuse. That was just way too close for comfort for Team Red Eye. It looked like ZFX will do it.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, he just stayed alive way too long. You can see that Team Red Eye was slightly reluctant there to push together, but you had like 2 players from each side. Just throw all 4 at them.
Yeah, in a way, the situation, they needed to do that.
You not peeking there, him having a wall to play around from either of these sides, and just it's I cannot use the words I would like to use to describe the actual situation as far as CS goes. So, Momzel here will be tested shortly, and hopefully he has his M4 ready, and obviously flank along the side of Brax is there to help and serve as backup. Brax is going to be the first point of contact. Will tag Abyssal, will tag another player here, and Flunk together with Momzel finding quick kills in quick succession, but Fields will take down Flunk and inevitably will go down, so that is going to be 9-8 in favor of Team AYN still, but Red Eye are looking to equalize the scoreline here, as AYN will be buying up as ZFX on the AVP.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about the glass cannon op here. I think definitely like having those 5 AKs and establishing dominance in that matter, and then if something goes wrong, picking up the AWP. I think AWP at this stage should not be picked up that fast.
I mean, it's AYN's approach. AWP is serving currently as a backup from back lines, allowing Fields to push up short here quickly, but he will go down to Brax. And no trades happening. Tulip has managed to get into connector here. Ideally, he would like to get in jungle. Does hear the player here. Will get the kill onto Braxton, looking to find the kill towards the shadow position. But Momzo just coming out on top there off the fact that AK's spray is a bit wild at times. And now Abyssal peeking towards short, seeing if you can find any players, and will not see anything just yet. Now is the moment where you play off the AVP in hand here, and you are probably happy that you have it.
Yeah. This could definitely work out. Let's just see how slow will they be about his approaches. They're gonna spot the player Flunk, but Flunk still managed to get the kill against Kritsu. It's gonna be 2v3 situation, so they're not gaining too much just yet. AYN have to figure out which side hit, because if they hit the A side, it's gonna be only Momzol there. This side is gonna be the side they're gonna hit. Let's see. He does have some kind of flashes and Molotov, but he won't use them just now, and he instantly spots ZFX. That is the bomb drop down, and even going for the second kill, but Abyssal will survive with 6 HP. As you can see, the bomb still dropped down, and I believe he has no idea that someone could come in from connector.
Yeah, so he will spot the player. Obviously, the nade is going through. He is sitting on 6 HP here, so slightly reluctant to approach anything close to that Molotov. But as I say, Martvoice will go down here. Kamiano with the MP9 will be pushing out here. Still has loads of time, and Abyssal will steal away his position. Unfortunately, if only he had slightly more health in that situation. Yeah. But I would like to say a big public no-no to ZFX in that situation. Your teammate died to a guy in shadow, and you disregarding that position, as in not taking into account the fact that the player still might be there, that's just a no-no. I mean, they definitely could have won that round if they would have checked shadow.
That was the case, that scenario. Let's see if Flunk will he get any luck. He has to be pretty careful so the ZFX doesn't come out in the wrong time to spot him. That moment doesn't look like that's going to be the case, but Flunk and Momzo, they're going to be tested against this eco, and Zapistal is coming through. You can see they're not dropping down any nades as they don't have any, so they're going to move in just barehanded. Well, of course, with Zapistal in here. Flunk, yep, Tulip's going to take him down as he just grabbed out the flash at the wrong moment. As here, Momzo's looking for the spray down, no luck there, and here Brax now with the AWP doesn't find a kill as well. So now, if they manage to go for the plant, and they're still trying to battle it out with Brax, I'm not sure why, as now it's going to be the next opponent in line, Mark Boyce. And let's see if they can take him down, as already he's going to be pushed, and they run into his crosshair. The grenade will finish them off. And Team Red Eye, good job. They're really playing like a team.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely staying composed and also resisting the temptation to push into the site for those kills in that situation. So, Team Red Eye taking over initiative here. AYN still able to purchase again, and ZFX with the glass cannon. Also, Tulip having one. So, double off setup on the T side here. I mean, if they will go for something fast, then that's going to be horrible news for them.
Let's see if Flunk can he get the timings right to spot enemy players, but instantly Krito is going to take him down. Not only Brax here and Markboys, he's not going to push through that smoke, he's just going to patiently wait. Has to be careful so he doesn't get taken down through the smoke. That's always a possibility.
Yeah, so not that clean of plays coming out here for either of these teams. You can see that there are definitely individual mistakes that these players need to work on, but Kamiano now peeking towards the B apartments has managed to find a player, spotted a player that is, and actually will be smoking off deeply here and topped off with a flashbang just to make sure that the terrorist player will not be tempted to push through that smoke. Now Fields leading the way towards A with the bomb in hand. You can see that there is still Abyssal in middle, if I'm not mistaken, and Tulip now falling back with the AVP towards T-spawn. Still having those two AVPs, just put them into play. Put one in ramp, put one in apartments, and see if
pushing with the bomb
either of them should be finding success here. Now Krito with the bomb in hand is going to be dangerously crossing over here as now Momzo finding the kill here. Krito will take him down though, and Brax from CT looking to see if he can find any gaps in the smoke.
No information there that he could use, and as I believe they should probably go for the save, because they will be able to buy up fully, I believe, in the next round with the money that Brax and Kamiano has. They'll be able to drop down, they'll still have a full buy.
Yeah.
This is the best choice. The score will be 10-10. So it's getting closer and closer, and at the moment, more so, I'm moving towards the Team Red Eye, actually, if you're looking from now, what we are seeing.
Well, I mean, The question is, if AYN pick up this next following round, in theory they should be winning this just off the economy.
Okay, yeah.
Because if they pick up the next one, it's going to be 11 to 10. Team Red Eye will need to go for a double eco if I'm not mistaken. What's the situation on the tab?
Check it out.
Yeah, so they will need to go for a double eco if they force up here, and it looks like that is going to be the case. So, meaning that if AYN win this one, the scoreline afterwards should be 13 to 10, and then afterwards, if Red Eye lose the following one, well, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
So, here, Abyssal with the AVP in hand is going to be peeking towards middle, but Brax instantly will take him down, and that is good news for the economy of Team Red Eye, and might also be all that was required here, because essentially now they can just play the numbers game. The window will be smoked off here. Brax peeking towards apartments, won't find anything yet. Of course, that smoke does ring a bit of alarm bells for Team Red Eye, notifying them that the terrorists are still going to be lingering around in middle.
Yep, exactly. See, Tulip, he's not utilizing this up too well, being in the palace, not even trying to peek in. No information guy, just waiting for the aggressive push. And I'm not sure, especially like with having the player in B apartments as well. You know, at this stage, Team Red Eye won't make that kind of a mistake. And now let's see, can Tulip find the victory here? Can he spot? But he did spot him, almost got the flick there. And that was not the case, as the smoke will be dropped down. It's going to be an A side hit. Fields trying to fake the B side. Almost getting taken down. 26 HP left on him.
And you can see it actually forces a rotation from one of the CT players here. This kill definitely will force another player to think twice here. But Brax, along the side of Flunk, will both find kills here. ZFX will equalize, but left alone in a 1 versus 3 situation with only 4 HP in hand. And with the AVP in hand, I mean, just fall back if you can and try and save the weapon, because going south. Brax missing that shot.
Only 4 HP on ZFX. That's quite interesting, as there's not going to be any grenade to take him down. Let's see if he's going to peek out. He even will, but it's going to be, I believe, Brax staying quiet here. As did they hear the bomb plant going through? He's going to get the kill against Brax, so 4 HP, still staying alive. But finally, Comiano is going to take him down. I believe if ZFX would have taken that round, you would have been gone crazy, right?
Yeah, I would just lose my mind. That's one thing. Second thing is, how was that kill towards CT even allowed?
Yeah,
because it was an obvious fake in that situation. As far as, I mean, just because of that pause, it was a second too long.
Yeah, Brax almost finds the player in the smoke. As here, the next guy in line is going to be Monzo. Has to be pretty careful because they can push short. And here, Brax still trying to find the spray through the smoke. And now Martboys, will he be tested? Will they go into the ladder room? They're going to go towards short. So it's going to be a B push, as Martboy is going to be ready with the M4. He's going to find 1 kill, but instantly is going to be taken down. Now the rest players in the side. Comion also going down. There is still Brax who's making some work, doing some work here. He finds 1 kill. He's looking for more, and they line up. He's going to get them both. Only Fields remaining alive. It's going to be 1v2 situation, and with the op, Mamzel is going to take him down. It's going to be 12 to 10 situation. My god, Team Red Eye, like, it feels like they kind of like give up at one stage, but no, they come back, and they have won already 6 rounds here, and only 1 round for AYN on the T side.
Yeah, so AYN obviously are failing to find the correct approach here. And one more time, like, I mean, they're not faking that much. They're just trying to play through middle and essentially see what happens and what's going to go their way. And obviously, Brax now spraying through the smoke will find ZFX here. Martboys with another 2 kills on top. That is going to be only Kritu remaining here, as Tulip will go down, and Comiano looking to finally kill off Kritu, but that was actually Martboys who picked that one up. So 13 to 10, a reverse situation happening of the scenario what I described. So AYN really need to pick this one up if they want to still come back into this game and turn the tides here. I would say it's time for a fake.
We haven't seen that one.
It's time for a fake, and Team Red Eye already previously displayed that they will go for that rotation, meaning that if 2 people devote themselves towards the A bomb site and just try and get that one guy out of B, just because retaking B is more difficult because of those narrow pathways heading into B site, then that should be something they should try. We are in a technical pause, I believe, here, so not entirely sure which of the players is currently experiencing issues. And
if we check the tab, we don't see anyone with high pink, but we do see that Martboys is at the moment.
Also, something we don't see is either of these teams using a deep smoke in connector to get into short.
Yeah, as well. We don't see that.
I haven't
top
seen
smoke.
a single deep smoke in connector in
Yeah,
this
but
game.
the more so they're prioritizing connector over short to get control of connector and then play from there. At least when the Team Red Eye were on that T side, you always saw Comiano being in that connector.
Yeah.
So on short, they just went for that push even with or without the smoke. Basically, they relied on Comiano getting the kills.
Also, no boost in window.
No, there was. There was. I believe it was Flunk, who was from time to time being boosted in the window from Team Red Eye. So they did have that presence in the middle, but we're not seeing that from Mind.
Yeah. Well, definitely Team Red Eye seems to have the better approach towards the T side as far as we can compare between the two of them. As I said, AYN really here, ZFX one more time with the AVP in hand.
Cannon one more time.
Going to be heading towards middle, looking to see if he can find the kill, but that spawn will prevent him. I mean, you should be peeking now with a delay. You shouldn't go for that fast peek. Actually, it's going to be B apartments here, and you can see that, is there any backup coming with him? No, there isn't. So, ZFX is just looking to see if he can spot any players jumping on top of the balcony here. But that smoke, of course, will prevent any vision from his side. Tulip also expecting a push here, and the players are not far from that, as now Flunk and Brax. This setup is not something that you see used often, but can be highly effective, as it, a lot of the times it will just essentially surprise you to push out through ramp and then suddenly see two CTs just literally on top of each other.
Yep, that's basically the case here, as one more time the bombs drop down for Team AYN. No one's trying to peek in here. Let's see Tulip. Well, can he get lucky? As instantly Brax is going to take off his head. Well, we can see still the push not happening as Bombsall taking down BESL. This is looking just way too good for Team Red Eye. As we can see, ZFX still hasn't found any luck with that op. 3 times in a row, I believe he has gone for the glass cannon op. And that should already be a sign that something's not working.
No, I mean, they're also failing to change the pace. They're still trying to do the same thing they did before. They just feel like, oh, it's just not falling into place. It's not our problem. That Molotov will prevent them from quickly exiting onto the side. The smoke will also obscure vision from Martboys, but actually could backstab AYN here in that situation, as obviously Martboys should be staying in that smoke. Brax will go down to ZFX. Comiano now looking to deal damage, will dink the player, and obviously Martboys now smartly has remained here, should have information about all the players, will get one, does find the second, and actually evades the bullet.
Oh my god, this situation was just way too good for Martboys there. Managed to find the players. I thought he was also going to deny the bomb plants. That was not the case. Kind of good news for AYN, but this scoreline is no good news for them. Yeah. 14 to 10 as well. Our prediction looks like it won't come true, but I have to say I'm not too sad about it.
Yeah, as I said already previously after the first match, still not even mad.
You keep saying that, which kind of indicates that you could be a bit mad.
Actually, no.
A bit. Okay.
See, if I would be mad, usually people know I'm mad because I'm screaming my lungs out. So, no.
That's not the case.
Let's see. AYN will decide to try a set play approach towards A apartments here with a lurk from Fields heading into that underpass position. And Momzel somehow missing that one.
Yeah.
And that will be returned back with a punishment from ZFX here. But Tulip will go down. And now Momzel finds the kill and a second, as Brax will find a kill in the process. Now only Fields remaining here with that flank, has given away his position with that kill down towards to Momzel, looking to see what he can do in this situation, as the bomb is obviously dropped in a ramp, and there's still 3 CTs. Ideally, they're actually doing what I would think of doing, and jumping here on top on the ledge and being in an off angle. Fields now running, not even taking this into consideration.
Just 2 people waiting for him.
What?
Yes, Team Red Eye, they were ready for this match, most definitely. Last straw there for AYN, as one more time they're gonna go for the Byron, but you can see they're only picking up the armors, no nades. They have 1 smoke and 1 flash. That is not a recipe for victory. Yeah. It looks like they're gonna be done with this.
And it's also not gonna be a fast play coming out of them. Now only a single flashbang remaining here. It looks like it's gonna be split from connector and also a ramp here. Momzel now with the flashbang, unfortunately, will be slightly flashed and delayed for a second, and that running away almost was too dangerous for him, as both Martboys and Brax have managed to find kills in this situation, but Fields finding the timing.
Exactly, as there's going to be Brax with 1 more kill, already second for him here. It's going to be 2v3 situation. 1 player already roaming towards the CT position. Let's just see how will ZFX with Creed to approach this one as the bomb will be planted. He won't be smart, has to be pretty careful as Martboy is going to kill off Creed 2, and now ZFX looking for the last 2 kills that he can get here. Brax and Martboy is there. Okay, Brax is pretty low, Martboy is still looking kind of healthy, but you look at ZFX's HP, 12 HP. This is not looking too good. Even if he kills off 1, the information should be passed pretty quickly on where the remaining player is. And let's see now if that smoke coming through. They're going to move in. He's going to find 1, but instantly Martboy with the kill. It's going to be 16-10. Team Red Eye winning it. And I'm still in the lead in the prediction game.
Yeah.
That is great news. But for this, I'm quite surprised about how Team Red Eye approached this match. They looked really calm and collected. There were some mistakes as we saw. They gave 10 rounds away to AYN.
Well, the mistakes that they made, actually both of these teams made, were purely individual, I would say, for the most part. Obviously, for Team AYN, not switching up the pace, as I've said just so many times already before. I'm just going to stop repeating myself. If you haven't learned your lesson yet, go watch the first 2 weeks. The individual plays. So, yeah, a lot of 1v1s. Useless 1v1s in the sense that there's no trade potential. You can see that constantly happening from the T side. Both of these teams have been doing it where a single man is peeking into a connector. You don't have any backup from short. You have nobody that can cover you from short. There's nobody that can trade, and so on and such. So, in general, congratulations to Team Red Eye. We have finally seen what they can do against a team that is on the same page. And overall, you can definitely see that also they had this prolonged stay in middle a lot of the times while they were on the T side, and I really favor that because that forces a lot of utility out of the CTs just to check if they're still there, what's going on, how many players are there, and what is the according situation afterwards. Slightly rushed plays coming out from Flunk on the T side when he was pushing A apartments. Not finding the timings just yet there. As I said, you really don't want to make such plays when it is still a minute or more on the clock. Because the CT players are going to be constantly checking. That's usually the timing when the first hit happens. So you really want to wait afterwards, or at least wait for your teammates to start hitting the B bomb site, and then afterwards you would usually find a player towards the firebox or ticket, because the other player that's in connector is most likely rotating through connector or through CT spawn already. So that's the timing when you should backstab the players, and that will obviously put more pressure on the retake. Exactly. So a few things here and there, but in general, Team Red Eye definitely an improvement coming out from them side. I was not expecting to see such solid plays, therefore
finally winning on regulation. Yeah. So both our predictions gone south completely. I thought AYN definitely had this one in the bag. That was not the case, but what you can have in your bag is, of course, 10 euros from Waltz. The giveaway that's going to happen at some random time here in the stream.
I'm just a child, it's fine.
Yep, exactly. But for now, we're going to head into a small break, and when we come back, it's going to be Auto Clutch versus Skinlords Red, so don't miss that.
Go big, go boom, with guns of boom. Like the sound of big booming 4v4 friend fragging action? We'll fix you up. Go big, go boom, with guns of boom.
Lešik, butik, jau viss ir redzēts. Thriller, killer, tas viss ir redzēts. Skandāls, secret, viss ir redzēts. Creepy, crazy, jā, viss ir redzēts.
Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Pārsteidz mani. Un tagad pārsteidz mani.
Lūdzu, Jaunā Helio interaktīvā televīzija nomaina Lattelecom ITV. Televizors, tālrunis un planšete darbojas kā viens vesels. Tagad pārvaldi un aizraujies pilnīgi jaunā līmenī. Izklaide progresē. Helio.
You can take your time. You can choose your words. Let me down real easy. Let me down real easy. Well, I'm doing just fine. Because I caught your lies. You say wanna do is say,
Here's a little light of mine that I would never dare to find.
Hello and welcome back to Baltic eSports League Season 2. Once again, I'm your caster MB, joined by B, and we're gonna jump into the last match of today, Auto Clutch versus Skinlords Red. Let's check out the team lineups. Introduce Auto Clutch, please.
Yeah, sure. So, on the side of Auto Clutch, we do have Steak, Doista, Fileba, Chitty, and Sikta.
Exactly. On the side of Skinlords Red, we have Axis, Elvis, G, Litterjack, Coldface, and Elance. And one maybe interesting, maybe not so interesting fact, Coldface is the guy who introduced me to CSGO. He was the first guy I saw play CSGO, and when he was playing CSGO, I was casting how he was playing, and that was more than 10 years ago.
Okay then. So, fun facts on the board here, as we are going to see Inferno actually being played today as the final match. So, one more time, Auto Clutch and Skinlords Red. Speaking of predictions and such and so on, so apparently you are in the lead here and also full with fun information for our viewers. Would like to see what is going to be your prediction for this match, considering it is Inferno, considering where Auto Clutch is, and considering where Skinlords are.
Auto Clutch 16-6.
Wow. Okay, I actually put down 16-7 in favor of Auto Clutch here, so we're both agreed that Skinlords Red, as we already previously mentioned, they are in a position where if they want to come back into this league properly, this is like, from this point on, it should be victories. Or at least extremely close games or overtimes or something like that. So,
but with the addition of Elvis G from the original Skinlords team, do you think they have more chance?
Well, Elvis definitely has a lot of experience on his side, and also a very solid player, can also pick up the AVP if it required. The lineup that they have, though, for Skinlords Red, here's the problem what I have. Most of these players are extremely individual. Okay? And being on Inferno, where it requires a lot of choreography happening on the map in order for you to succeed, I feel like Auto Clutch have the upper hand here, just because we've seen them already previously in action, and we also seen how they approach the game, and I just feel they have a bit more structure here. And of course, on top of things, having the extra amount of pressure of a definite requirement for you to start getting these points on the side of Skinlords Red, I feel like if things do not go instantly their way, they might crumble and start to bicker a bit in between themselves.
Could be Elvis bringing structure to the team.
Well, he's a very calm and collected person, so you don't really hear him speaking louder than normally you would hear anyone for the most part. So I think, yes, that definitely might be the case here, as now we have the final guys battling it out, Coldface and Doista. Coldface will come out on top here, so most likely Skinlords Red will be swapping sides, looking to start off nice and easy, but, well, Auto Clutch have proven us already wrong a few times here, and I'm just not gonna make any real assumptions about how it's gonna go down.
Auto Clutch, the X team at least, where there was player Fileba, Steak, and Doista, they did get to the finals with Team Vortex in Season 1. So definitely have the items and everything else to do so, the tools to win it and to finally get there. But as well as you said, like, they're not showing up completely. They're having some games lost that should not be lost. Some very close games against Skinlords Red, they should definitely show up.
I mean, on paper, Auto Clutch are a very, very solid team, so perhaps they had some, I don't know, communication issues beforehand, and those are evenly out here. But now Steak looking to peek towards middle, and Litterjack just spotting enough amount of information to fall back here, and just going to be peeking these corners here. Quite actually a wide angle taken by him, and he's going to be instantly dinged. That will force second thoughts here as the terrorists are trickling in, and you still have one flanker towards B happening, as now Litterjack will find the kill onto Sikta with 7 HP. Steak will take him down. Elvis now sort of kind of stuck in sight, and obviously still has... Oh, he finds the kill.
Exactly, so 3v4 situation here as Ellen's now looking for the shot as well. Doesn't look too successful for him. You can see already rotation has started. Coldface has to be pretty careful. The players are running towards B. He's looking for the first shot, but Chetty instantly with the Glock is going to take his head off. It's going to be 3v3. Luckily for Skinlords Red, Oxys was already in spot, but here just going one by one as he's going to take down Chetty. Looking for more shots to be there, but nope, Doist is going to take him down. And now, one more time, quite a bad situation for Skinlords Red, as only Elvis will remain, as looking for the first shot, gets dinged, 11 HP on him, and he's going to be taken down by Fileba.
For a second, that choreography required on this map on the side of Auto Clutch looked slightly shaky. Definitely not the way how you would like to push for that site. I mean, one guy pushing on one side, one guy pushing on the other one, and then there's three dudes just sticking around. It's not going to bring you any luck, but they did manage to regroup inevitably there. And of course, Coldface pushing through there. He should have had information that the players are falling back here, as now Cherry looking to establish quick and early banana control here. Coldface trying to pre-fire that angle, doesn't find much success, but is able to put 2 tags in. So that is still a noticeable damage done on the side of Auto Clutch here, as they should be grouping up now and looking to use every bit of utility they can to clear out any sort of close quarters. And Zeke actually finding the kill on
the wall on
Elvis.
Elvis, and even getting Elans there in the process, as Litterjack can't even get one shot into the enemies. There's going to be only 2 players left alive, Coldface together with Oxys. I'm not quite sure if they can even do economical damage here. Oxys, he has pretty good position for this kind of situation, so potentially he could find a player, but he could go past him as he now spots him in their screen, and he's gonna find Sikta. Coldface will go down. Shady takes him down, and Fileba one more time with Mac 10 as they're racking up their money and are not looking to stop anytime soon.
Yeah, so definitely a more stronger aggression coming out of Auto Clutch in the second round. So initially just waiting for any sort of fast peaks, then quickly gathering up, and of course Steak there finding that kill through the wall, as well as following it up with the second. So great job from him opening up the round for his team here, as Chetty one more time with the nade towards Banana is looking to deal early damage. There's all 5 Skinlords Red players here, and these Mac 10s should be spotting these players soon enough here, as now Coldface already giving away his position with the first few shots. And you can see that, who's that? Fileba, I believe? He's already in CT spawn and is flanking from behind, and that should be like a lot of information that this is a stack, and somehow they are still forcing this situation, as Steak and Fileba have found kills, but Litterjack with the help of Ellens and as well, Ellens actually got 2 in that situation, so only Sikt and Chetty remaining here. Skinlords are able to pick up weapons if required, 2 AKs and a Mac 10 on their side. Litterjack looking to deny the bomb plant, is just going to be blatantly pushing towards the site, looking to see if he can find a kill here, will force Chetty out in the open, and that is still going to a 2 versus 2 situation, but that's Mac 10s versus AK. Sikta actually sitting on a CZ here, will spot the player, but will go down. Excellent round coming out from Skinlords, and of course off to the back, Ellens' 2 kills.
And that was only with USPSs. They all had USPSs, and still it worked out in the end. They managed to save 2 AKs, so that is a huge victory for Skinlords Red. Let's see now, there's still tons of money on Auto Clutch, so when they go for the buy, I want to see how much money is going to be left for them. Okay, so they need to win this round for not to allow Skinlords to take the lead here.
Yeah, of course. So Auto Clutch, I mean, they still have already 2 rounds here, which is not that bad. They still have a decent amount of utility. They still have 2 players sitting on 2.5 or slightly more K in their bank. That nade also not dealing that much damage as perhaps Skinlords Red players were expecting. But now Sikta one more time looking to deal damage once again in apartments.
Yeah,
and also
he's going to go for the wall bang, because there is Elvis sitting there here, and usually players do kind of try to fake it here, as Elvis did spot the player towards Boiler. The grenades will come through. Ellens with the kill onto Sikta, and now it's going to be Steak moving in, but instantly Litterjack is going to take him down. It's going to be all on Doista, but there is Ellens with the kill. Only 2 players remaining alive on the side of Auto Clutch. And it's looking pretty grim.
One by one.
Even Estonians are following the Latvian tradition, as I always say. Here's going to be Oxys in pretty good position, but now Coldface pushing up, getting one and getting the second one as well. So now 2-2. It's going to be Auto Clutch and an Eco, and although they are forcing up at least Fileba. So yeah, they decided that 1.9k is not enough to save. Going for CZs, 2 AKs. What else are we going to see on the board? Any kind of scouts, maybe?
I mean, if they go for a fast round towards B or towards A through apartments, they can go for it. You can see that the players from Skinlords Red definitely prefer to hold middle here, not to fall back into the site, meaning that if you execute fast enough towards apartments, you should be, in theory, able to run outside quickly. But instantly, the switch up coming out from Skinlords Red, realizing that these players should, in theory, be on pistols, but are in practice actually forced up. Also, I don't think they've given away that much information about what their buy currently is, and therefore, You can see still so many Molotovs on this side of Skinlord's Red in hands, and they're just going to be, Auto Clutch are going to be looking to play a set execute as all 5 people towards a site here. So a lot of it's going to come down to what sort of positions they decide to smoke off here. Ideally, I mean, I would like to see they have... They don't have any Molotovs, but they have 3 smokes, so a smoke perhaps towards pit, 1 smoke towards archway, and then a lot of flashbangs happening here. They're going to smoke off left side of mid here, as now Ellens should be spotting the players. He's just letting them by.
Yes, and what's going to happen now is he's going to look for the player in the balcony. He does find him. Only 2 players remaining alive, so luckily for him that his teammates get the kill. But Sikta will answer now. Axis together with Coldface retake from the B site. Yeah. That was kind of a bad situation there for Ellens, as he was so focused on balcony, he was not even trying to take a shot in there. But Axis, he's going to go down to Sikta. Sikta already 4 kills for him in this round, and can he get the ace clutch? And now Coldface doesn't have too much information with players. Could be, and Pileb is gonna win him in this duel. So 3-2, and it looks like Skinlord's Red one more time will be able to buy things up.
Yeah, Ellens definitely has a lot of money here, so he's able to purchase the AWP and pass it on, as well as purchasing an M4 here. So Lattelecom actually is going to be one that is going to use the spawn that he had, and with that AVP is going to be peeking towards middle here. Actually is going to be waiting for a pop flash and is going to try this delayed approach towards mid. Does hear the player towards second middle.
Doesn't take the shot, and here's Sikta already damaging him down to 41 HP. Quite unfortunate. And as he peeks in, Sikta wins the duel quite convincingly, as now it's going to be only 2 players on the A side. You can see already terrorists are trying to make a move on it.
Yeah, the bomb is still down towards T ramp, but there are still terrorists, 2 terrorists towards B. So they're just holding these players in B side, trying to see if they can allow their teammates to further on advance into this A side before actually picking up the bomb here. But Molotov deployed now, with those damage ticks towards Doisa will give away his position, and now Coldface just looking to see if he can spray through the smoke and find any sort of extra damage to any lurking players.
He did spot the head of Axis. Now sees the hit. He's going to take him down. How unlucky that is for Axis. There's going to be one more player in the side. Coldface is trying to hide this one, as he's now looking for a spray. He's going to find Steak. He's going to look for the next shot, as well as the players are now coming in. You can see there's even one player in CT. This is quite an unfortunate situation for him, but he still managed to find Cherry. There's still players coming forward, as Doist is going to take him down. And now let's see what can Steak do here. It says he finds one, looking for the second. It's going to be 1v1. As Ellens has to now go for the retake on the B side.
But that is at least information passed on where the player is going to be coming from. And Doista looking to peek here in that situation, playing a dangerous game, as there is still a flashbang available on the side of Ellens. And that positioning behind the fountain doesn't work out, and that just feels bad, man, all over the board for Doista, because, I mean, essentially he had it, but unfortunately, either was the strafe coming out from Ellens, or was just nervousness coming out from Doista in that situation, and unfortunately didn't capitalize off that opportunity he had. So, yeah, you really got to win those.
That's something people spam in the chat.
I'm not dissing, I'm just saying you really have to win. Like, in that situation, that's a kill that you have to have.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. So.
He's going to be rushed towards the B side. Coldface will be ready, as he did spot the first player already. Moving down, back to the side. He's going to look for the spray downs. He finds only one Steak with the Deagle. Instant answer there, as now Axis with the Palma is going to look for his luck, as he's going to be spotted, instantly taken down. And Lattelecom, will he really push through this smoke here? He will stop. He's going to play the smart game. 2 players are low on the side of Auto Clutch, so there's a lot of chance here for Skinlords to retake this one.
Yeah, and obviously they still have 2 defuse kits, 2 Molotovs also available, so they can definitely go for flushing out of those positions. Actually, Lattelecom now adding the smoke on top of the Molotov here right next to Quad. Not really a fan of that. Sikt also finding a kill onto Lattelecom in that situation, so still staying alive. Steak does find one more, and now Elvis in an unfavorable situation.
Find Sikt, but Steak peeked out just at the right time, got the 4th kill, and that was an eco round 1 by Auto Clutch. They just rushed B side. It was successful.
Where was the second Molotov used towards to? There was one that went towards Quad. Was there actually a second Molotov deployed?
I'm not quite sure, but there's always a possibility it was distinguished by a smoke as well. But I'm not quite sure where it went.
Yeah, I mean, when you have 2 Molotovs, just flush out either corner of the site and just don't mess with it. As Filippa now already has found Elvis here, who I believe tried to push it to middle, and Lattelecom now trying to pick up that scout that costs him dearly as he's dropped down to 13 HP. And essentially one bullet will do it from the AK. Now Lattelecom will spot the players, will give away his position taking that shot, and will be falling back here towards a B bomb site as Coldface fading away does manage to find Chetty with that beautiful one tap here, and Steek equalizing one more time does manage to find Axis in the process here. So Coldface forcing the battle, hoping to get that AK. In that situation means only Lattelecom is left standing here on this side of Skinlords here. And so far, I mean, AutoClash can already start to feel slightly comfortable, having 4 rounds and now the 5th one on the way. Definitely already a number that you can work with afterwards when the side switch happens. But still, of course, now from this point on, anything that you add on top is going to be extra confidence gained. Lattelecom does manage to actually spot Doisle in this situation and does get the AK in hand now. It still needs to stay alive as the remainder of these players are closing in here.
There's still 15 seconds to catch up Lattelecom.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Careful, as now he's gonna definitely be picked there by Phileb, he's gonna look for the kill, but Phileb a great strafe to make this one work. So we fully flash Lattelecom trying to spray things down. Well, as they move in, he's gonna get one, but Steek's gonna take him down. And as we can see, AutoClash, they're more than happy with their money situation.
Yeah, for sure.
So they were okay with chasing them. The side of Skinlords Reds, probably not even pistols should be bought up.
Yeah, and you can see the situation where they won 2 rounds in a row, then lost one, then won one, and now have lost. Definitely is biting their back, and that's also one of the reasons why AutoClash were able to come back into this early on, and still are currently in the lead now.
Well, lands with a CZ. How many kills can he get? There's gonna be 4 players rushing forward. He's gonna find one, and he's gonna try to switch out the weapon. As now Lattelecom gets in behind them. Quite okay, as he's gonna find the AK now for himself. He's gonna look for the kills as the players are gonna come forward. There's of course going to be sick to check him and see how well Lattelecom will do as he does for the player. What is he doing? What is he gonna go for that spray? And he's gonna be killed off. What is this? What is getting to them? What is getting to Skinlords?
That's a tilter. And this is what I started to say. This is what I was saying in the beginning. Like, if AutoClash get a solid pace of the game on and start to work as a unit, which they inevitably started doing, Skinlords obviously being pressured from all directions and also now being on the CD side, can definitely feel the chairs underneath them burning as the heat just keeps packing up on top of them, and obviously the rain of these Molotovs in middle as well. As I talk about flames, and you can see that the smoke will allow AutoClash players to instantly take over this central mid area. Now the smokes do prevent them from advancing further on, as Lattelecom already battling it out with some of the AutoClash players here, and 6 now. Doist actually finding the kill in the process. Ellens will find Fleba, and Axis does turn it around and finds Steek in the process here. So a bit awkward situation for AutoClash players. Definitely not going the way how they thought they would. I mean, if you're taking mid so quickly, you need to continuously then play on top of that before these CT players get into proper position. So they gave the opportunity of Skinlords red players to take slightly more favorable positions. Now Doista finding the player in sight and also looking towards pit, but Ellens does come out on top here. And definitely a guy who has recently risen in the ranks, at least in the Latvian scene, in terms of what his, well, not recently, a little while already, but still definitely has grown as an individual player.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can see as he's top fragging at the moment for Skinlords Red team. And now it's the AutoClash as they already now have lost 1 round. They need to win this one to have their money back. But one more time, they're going to go for the slow approach, not towards B Banana. They're always pushing this position, always trying to make some noise here. As from the middle, Elvis doesn't feel too confident peeking or even going in front of that smoke if the worst happens, and will be pushed away with all these flashes. Coldface did get some damage, and the grenade did drop right onto him. It's going to be the B pushed most definitely, as he has to stay alive. He has only 29 HP left on him. We can see AutoClash, this has to be the B push, as they have the 4 players there and only Sika trying to make noise towards the A site.
Yeah, and one more time, Skinlords Red are also not looking to retake control over Banana.
Yeah.
So that also might be something that they need to start thinking about here in the process, as now Coldface is going to be moving back into the site here. The nades are starting to come through. The Molotov will be deployed here, and Axis now looking to see if he can find any kills. Still, all these players are alive, and the rotation is starting to come through. Steek will somehow burn down. I believe the flames just spread there a bit more.
at the end.
Unfortunately. So it's taking a very long time for Auto Clutch players to get into the site here, and that is horrible news for them as the rotation already has come through. But regardless, both Doista and Faleba have managed to find kills here. Lattelecom looking to go huge here, deploys the flashbang and actually will get a kill here, but Chetty will trade it out. Both Chetty and Doista on extremely low HP here. I feel like you should...
Ooh, yeah. That's already Elvis taking down Chetty.
Yeah. Was just about to say he's most likely going to go for that bomb plant somewhere behind the fountain to act as a shield. Doista doing exactly what he can in this situation and looking to see if he can actually at least get the bomb down. Actually finds the kill in the process as well. They're not really a huge fan of battling it out when the smoke is fading, but as I already previously spoke in the first game today, when the smoke is fading, there is an opportunity of spotting the players, and if they are standing closer to the smoke, I believe that you actually see the information later than the player that's further away. Because like you being further away, you see the full outline of it, whereas you being up close to the smoke, you will see still like the thing fading away. So
Skimmer's Red, they decided to switch things up a bit. They're putting now Lattelecom towards the B side together with Coldface. As Axe is gonna try to take with the op. Yep, the grenades. Like the presence for Auto Clutch around the map is just insane. Like Skimmer's Red can't even go for any kind of early kills, but Axis will manage to do so. He finds a player from long. There was a small glimpse there, but he still managed to do so. As another time, Auto Clutch, they take the control of middle, and we remember what happened last time. It did go their way, but it was a really tough battle there in the end. And Sikta is already in CT. That's quite some information gathered. It's going to be now two players rotating. And let's just see, can Sikta catch them both out as he messes up the timing? Was he shot at? Let's ask him to react as here now Elans. I'm not quite sure if he spotted the players on left. He's peeking like there is someone on the left side. He's still trying to check, and let's see how they be peeked, as I believe there is Steak preparing a flash to move into the short right here. And now Elvis waiting close range here, a bit more closer. Now the flash will come through, and Elvis now peeking out. But the first player taking down one Axis with the kill as well. Only Steak with Chetty will remain as they're trying to take control of the A sub. You can see only Chetty will remain, and he can get the spray down there. And Elans 3 kills, and he's been just such a big deal for Skinlords in the past few rounds. He's the guy that is getting kills.
Well, let's just be honest here. Elans is hard carrying Skinlords right now.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Skinlords Red, that is. I mean, Auto Clutch slightly rushed actions when it was 6-3, and obviously that's paying its dividends right now, as it is the scoreline has been equalized. Sikta burning down in flames there. Lattelecom picking up another kill. Chetty will go down, and that means only Doista remains here with the P250 in hand, looking to see if we can find any kills, but that's going to be an easy one for Skinlords Red here. So 7-6, they have taken back the lead here for a round or two. Obviously an abundance of utility coming out from Skinlords Red. I would like to see Molotovs used by them for like this first spawn. Axis heading towards middle. He can just use the Molotov to prevent these players from going out into middle, and then afterwards like 2 nades should follow up from B just to make sure that whoever is in Banana is in a world of pain. As now Coldface peeking towards Banana actually sees that there is a player right next to that Molotov, still somehow alive. Faleba in that situation. So far, finally, Skinlords Red have started to take over Banana. And this has paid off for the last few rounds, and obviously they're not going to be letting go of that trigger anytime soon.
It feels like the confidence is back. Let's just see Axis. He is pretty low, 50 HP. He has to get back, and he will get back. It's going to be Elvis who will manage to take a player down from long. You can see one more time it's going to be Auto Clutch now slowing things down, but they're still staying in the middle. They're not going to rotate towards the B side just yet where the bomb is. They're going to try to make a move from here. But let's see how this one's going to work out, as there's still going to be Lattelecom waiting together with Coldface. And Chetty doesn't look like he wants to push out just yet. And here, if it's going to be Sikta with Doista getting the kill against Elvis, this already could be a good deal. But you can see here, Elvis, he's going to go down in the end. That's going to be rotation easily from Lattelecom. He's going to try to take the B side probably, as now Lattelecom has tons of information, but he gave away with that shot that he is here. As he's going to check the other side, and Sikta is going to win in that duel. Only Coldface now standing between Auto Clutch and this B side. Let's see if he can get the timings right, as he's almost taking down Chetty. Chetty was fully flashed, and still he doesn't manage to get the spray down.
Yeah, so Skinlord's Red, I don't think they're going to be going for this round at all. Here, Ellens will find the kill in Banana, looking to see if he can find any more, but that is about it. In regards to how...
they do have the money, and this is
They do have the money, and they do have the kit in hand here, but Oxys will go down, leaving only Ellens here. Knows that Doist is on low HP, will find the kill onto him, looking to see if he can find any more, but ideally, auto-clutch players should not present the opportunity, but as I say, so Sikta just goes for a peek.
Yeah. You're showing. At this stage, like really, you won't be able to spend all that money in the last round of the half. Why are you not going for that kill? At least for something, like you can take the weapons off the enemy team. Okay, tons of already were done, taking down 3 players here. And I still think Ellen should have tried. Like breaking the economy in last round, because if Sikta and Chetty doesn't save the AKs, it would be a really bad buy.
Yeah, but the question is how good can they follow the economy of the enemy, considering that they have had the bomb plant, as well as they did not really knew how much utility was bought and used. I mean, it's like it's a weird situation. I agree with what you're saying, but they cannot really know for sure that one. Oxys now with the auto sniper towards Banana. Will not find anyone just yet, but Ellis through the smoke will find Steak here, and Elvis will find a follow-up looking over that smoke and over that boost, and that should be a pop flash coming through here. Oh, unlucky there.
Yeah, quite unlucky, but Littlejak still managed to find Chetty. There's going to be only 2 players remaining now for the side of AutoClutch, and Elans with 1 more kill and looking for the 3rd one more time. 8-7, Skinlords win the half. And I have to say, Elans, whoa, 21 kill, and as I said, hard carrying his team.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially on the A side. When AutoClutch hit the B side, and I believe that was for the 7, they hit the side 7 times, where they want it. And when they hit the A side, there's no way that they're going to get it, as Elans is there always, just waiting patiently. That's working out. That is nice. That is nice. Very good.
The question is how Skinlords are going to perform now being on the T side.
Well, I feel like since they are individually good players, they should try to go for the aggression. Like, not being too slow will not pay off too well, because AutoClutch will read the game quite good. As here now, Ellen's looking for the shot with the Glock, not being too lucky, still manages to push the players out only by him pushing through. As you can see, they all went for the armors. Nothing else is here now. Steak close range looking for the shot. He's gonna find Ellen, so that's the first kill. And no one else will be in Banana. And what that indicates for AutoClutch, they're already rotating towards the A site.
Yeah,
as you can see, nothing.
Steak is going to remain here, and unless he sees 2 players in this situation, he's not going to be calling for any rotation. You can see that, who was that? Who's number 7? Fileba. Fileba is on the rotation backwards just because it was taking way too long, and obviously was causing suspicious activity in that situation. So the bomb site A is going to be the choice of Skinlords Red here. Doist is still looking towards middle, seeing if he can spot any players, and Chetty is going to be a crucial player here as the push is imminent. No nades are happening as there are none on their side, and they have been spotted as they have given away their positions. Now Chetty looking to find any kills and doesn't find any yet. Will spot the bomb, and that will go down. Doist finding 1-2 kills here in this situation.
As now only Elvis will remain in. Doist, oh my goodness, 3 kills. And he managed to save the side, as AutoClutch are going to now tie the game up and put themselves in the lead. We know that teams have a high potential to win the second rounds after the first one has happened. Do you think Skinlords Red can do it?
No.
Not really. Just like that, no.
Yeah, no.
Even with Elans in front?
Yeah,
okay.
no.
Okay, let's see. Maybe
I'm an incredibly helpful co-caster, am I right?
Yeah, at sometimes you're the best. At sometimes you're the best. I'm just gonna smile and I won't say anything.
You do remember there are 2 Karambids just behind my back.
Yes, I know. But of course, I would also recommend you to go see a doctor. But Sikta's gonna find a kill. Chetty will get cold face as well. And you can see now only there's gonna be Skinlords finding some kills, but still not too much luck for them. As now, let's see, can he get the kill? It's taking way too much long time for Elvis to find a kill, as now it's going to be Lattelecom peeking out, finding Chetty, so at least some economical damage will be done. And here with 62 HP and 3 kills for Lattelecom, he can maybe even try to go for the plant here.
There's a full minute on the clock here still, and I mean, There is a flank already coming through, so Doista knows Litterjack is heading his way. That smoke, of course, is a complete dead giveaway of the fact here. Zeke still has a flashbang, so Doista should just wait for the flashbang and they should just double peek. The flash was used already. Zeke looking to deal damage and will find a kill onto Litter there, but props to Litter. Getting the bomb plant in that situation obviously is extra monies for terrorists, and that could allow them to buy up here.
Yeah, that could be the case, but I'm not thinking in that second round. Yeah, they should just go for some pistols. Yeah. And that will be the end of it.
Not enough kills in the first one.
Yeah, they were pretty much stumped there. As now out of clutch, let's see how they rebuy this one. They only have 2 M4s. I want to see how many SMGs will they go for. As at the moment, not all of them going for the M4s, so they're feeling pretty confident about their chances winning this round. That they will be able to stop Skinlord's Red. And as there's going to be some technical pause, I believe. Hopefully it's going to be resolved soon. As for now, we'll check out, well, Coldface has only 7 kills, not doing the best that he could. On the other side, at the bottom fragger, Chetty, which is the guy that we're not used to seeing at the bottom, but if we compare the scores from the other players, they're pretty even with them, like only the four kill difference is there.
Well, as I already said, they're playing more like a unit here. Yeah. Obviously, I'm surprised to see Elvis sitting on 8 kills. I definitely would think he can do more. Litterjack, props to him. 16 kills, definitely not far off from Ellen's. One more time, also Ellen's showing up as I would expect from him currently at this stage, because lately, well, I haven't played with him for a while, but the last times I've played with him, he's also displayed such performance, so I wouldn't really be expecting anything to change unless only towards the better side of things for him. Auto Clutch in this situation now most likely will realize that the terrorists are going to be on pistols, but I would like to see some form of caution coming out from them, and of course being on the CD side, and that Skinlord's Red could still in theory break their economy and force an ugly situation on the tabloid is something that I would be looking forward to.
Chetty has 80% headshot rating. That is quite huge if you ask me.
Well, if you have 7 kills,
He doesn't have 7 kills, he has 10 kills. 10 kills.
Okay.
So 8 of those have been a headshot.
Being on the terrorist side and having AK in your hand, that's probably a statistic you should be going for, but admittedly 80% yes is high. Actually, I mean, a lot of the players consider disregard taking this stat into account. I'm actually a personal favorite of it.
Oh, you like the headshot rating?
Yes.
How much do you think it tells about the player?
Well, it tells you what sort of shooting technique you're using, definitely. So you can see that the Chetty is probably holding angles here and finding these kills, but Steek now finding the kill, Litterjack finding the kill onto Steek, and Steek also, why would you push alone into second middle in hopes of finding exactly what? Now Fileba pushing down towards Banana.
They're being pretty aggressive about this approach that they're now using, but they're not pushing too far. They've lost only 1 player because of this. You can see Skillons, they're kind of don't understand where can they move. They can't move into Banana. There is a smoke drop down there, no speaking out. In the middle as well, with these weapons, it's going to be pretty tough for them to peek in even.
I mean, after that first kill that went towards Skinlord's Red, obviously they are on pistols. Yeah. So why is there a follow-up push down into Banana? I understand if you want to peek from top of Banana from B-bomb site and just see how many players are coming in. Yeah. But not pushing down and alone as well, mind you. So Auto Clutch, are they just eager to finish this one off? Or really overtake the lead? Or what's happening here as the smokes will be deployed towards A, and this is going to be a bomb site hit here. Chetty desperately spraying to the smokes, sick to finding kills here along the side of Doista. And that is going to be it for this round in terms of how much Skinlord's Red were able to achieve here. Yeah,
as this was their eco round, now they're going to go for a full buy. We haven't seen, I believe, the op on the T side. Do you think they need this in this kind of a game? Where there is aggression coming out from Auto Clutch, I believe having the op and trying to hold off these angles where the Auto Clutch are pushing could be good.
I feel like they would feel more confident having the AVP on their side, and they definitely have players that know how to use it and can use it. And
what?
Okay then.
That was a running headshot against the op. Great job, Literature. Great job.
I don't know what is this game anymore.
Yeah, it's being pretty weird, slow and fast at sometimes. Let's see a sick that will find Elvis towards the second middle. And let's just see now as the Molotov will come into middle, Skinner's Red can't push it, but you can see they're trying to move around towards all ends, like they're trying to take control of apartments, they're trying to take control of Banana as well, with not too much luck. As here, Little Jack one more time is gonna find the kill from middle, taking down Chetty, and only one guy remaining in that ace. So
why is it taking so long? You should be going already. There should be a guy with the bomb in hand take over the site. You have 2 kills already.
Let's just see now, Ken Zoist, if he pushes out, he could be a world of trouble here. As he's being checked all the time here now, he's going to push out. He could potentially find a player. Now checking his angle, he's going to get Larry Jack. That's already a pretty huge victory for all of Clutches. Now Sikta with 14 HP. Can he find the kill? It's going to be Elans with the shutdown. Now Zoist has to find the rest, and he's going to find ahead of Elans. As now it's going to be Phil Leber rotating. So Coldface with Axis, 2 players left alive. Let's just see how they'll decide to play this one now. Tax probably will stay in the site, won't show himself, with Coldface being in the pit. And let's see, so now a push from the apartments, both players will come out from the library. It's going to be a huge job there for Axis. If he manages to spot the enemy players, he's already being kind of tagged here. And now they're going to push through. He's going to look for the first one. He can't find it. Coldface should realize that both players are there. He'll spot the player in the site, almost finds the kill. As now they're going to try to move in. Doyce looking for the shot, the opportunity, but the field lab.
I can't watch this anymore.
You can't. That's it from you. You're going home, right?
Having an early kill and then afterwards, like
Yes.
10 seconds later, you having the second follow-up kill towards A means that, hello, run in. Even if there are 2 players, if you run in, you're going to catch someone most likely out of position. It's still a 4 versus 2 situation. Now, Skinlord's Red, shockingly, and I say this one more time, shockingly, play themselves. Congratulations.
Well, at least they played themselves and didn't allow for all of Clutch to grab the victory here. But let's just see.
Well, they have shown why they are in the last place in standings. Ooh.
Yes, they kind of have. Although they are having 8 rounds against all of Clutch is kind of okay scoreline, already.
Yeah, if the team is in 8th or 7th position in standings.
Yeah, as well. But they were the 4th place, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, the bomb is still in T-spawn. It's a minute 10 on the clock here, and Skinlord's Red are missing a man here. Coldface now spraying through the smoke, looking to see if he can deal any extra damages. Not going to be able to find any in this situation with Litterjack returning back into apartments here. Banana has been smoked off, and Doist actually expecting a boost here, or at least some sort of a jump. And, oh, Sikta will go down to Coldface in that situation. I don't think that was really required.
No, there was not even any kind of flash coming through or anything. As here now, Philippa comes in looking for the kill, but Litterjack's gonna win in that duel after Coldface was killed off. And now Doyce going down to Axis. This should be a round for auto clutches. They're gonna head towards, for Skinlord's Ridders, they're gonna head towards the B side. Only 2 players will remain, and now Chetty has to go for that retake at the moment, as Teak will only now, I believe, start a rotation. And there's already Litterjack. He's not checking. Oh, and he gets tagged up, and down to 5 HP. So this could be pretty interesting one. Chetty spotting one more player. Can he take down, almost taking down Axis? Only Seek remaining with the up. This could be a pretty difficult one to get, as he's gonna miss the shot against Axis. Great movement there from the Skinlord's Red player, as now he's gonna be pushed by Litterjack. Litterjack's gonna go down, and the rest of the players are they really going to push this one? They're gonna push on forward, but Elans is gonna win in that duel. 9-11. This game is way closer.
And you can see now in this round, Skinlord's Red exactly happened what should have happened that round before. They instantly capitalized off the fact that they killed the player towards A long, instantly went towards Archway, and the fact that Axis was able to find that kill earlier on in Banana. They obviously were still suspecting a player to be in B bomb site, and I'm sure they were also surprised slightly that only a single man was holding Banana in that situation, and already 4 players were towards A site. So it kind of almost worked out for Auto Clutch, but luckily Skinlords quickly realized what they need to do. Elvis will actually... he's not going to check the corner here, and Sikta will find both kills!
Oh no, that is a kind of a mistake. A big mistake from Skinlords. The players that they're going to be only left 3 players alive. They gave away 2 weapons, and we can't hold it in anymore. As now, let's see, if Bilebas sprays them down here, it's just going to be At that point, it should be Auto-Clutch's game from there on now. As now Philip is trying to peek in, the smoke will come through. He's going to look for the kill, but Lattelecom is going to take him down. And now Doy's a pretty good position, but Ellens is going to find him now through the smoke. Chetty is looking for the lucky shot there with the 5-7. That's not going to be the case. It's going to be 3v3 retake, 2 players from Banana, 1 from the Ruins. Now with the Molotov drop down, not too much information that Chetty can gain from this. And as we can see, who is it there? It's Ellens trying to peek towards Banana. This could be a mistake as he's on
has 2 flashbangs still though, so the first flash will be used and Steak will instantly take down Ellens here in this situation. Only Litter and Axis remaining here. Axis trying to peek toward from quad position. Litter will find the first kill, will find the second and the third by Axis here. So the scoreline will be equalized one more time. Auto-Clutch's money is going to be reset to a certain degree, and that means starting from ground zero. So it looks like both of these teams managed to put up a few solid rounds and then just throw all of the experience they have combined here, actually, is quite a lot, just out the window. So, I mean, I would be expecting a lot cleaner CS coming out from both of these teams.
Yeah, most definitely. But maybe it's like one team's playing the not clean CS and the other team's like, okay, we're going to play the same play. We're going to be aggressive when we don't need to be aggressive. Anything else. They're trying to surprise the enemy players. But as you can see, Ellens, he won't be surprised. He's going to kill off Phileba. They really like this push from Sikta and Steak coming out. Having fun?
Yeah, sure. I'm just waiting for Coldface to mow everyone down here, as now only Chetty and Doyce remaining here. Elvis, of course, still reluctant to believe that this site might be actually empty. He's going to be using every single opportunity he has, and rightly so, to clear out any sort of corners here. Doyce and Chetty now on the move, looking to see if they can retrieve like a rifle or something. They will just spot it here as well. Axis already finding the first kill onto Doyce, only Chetty with the C's that in long range most likely will not find, and also those few shots giving away his positioning.
Do you feel like Skillers Red could take this game?
Now they are definitely in a position to do so.
Yeah, as well as now they're reset the
not because they're better, not because they're better, because economy.
Yeah, that could be the case. But there is there are 3 and 4s, a scout and a UMP coming out on Auto-Clutch. It's still kind of a risky situation for them to peek at, as Lattelecom will be tagged up. I believe that was the player with the scout, Chetty, who almost got the kill there. He already spotted the player, but he is going to go down there in the end, as now Coldface is going to try to take control of the apartments. As you know, Auto-Clutch, they're going to stay put towards the A side as well as B. Now Steak, there is a monster drop down. He almost wanted to peek into that one, but that would not be the best choice.
Yeah, definitely not the best choice here. Obviously, being a man down now, I would like to see quick banana control taken from the B players, and then afterwards one rotating back towards A site. You can see Litter there lingering around T-Ram still with the AVP in hand here as Sikta looking to actually spots the player, and he will go down to Coldface. Unfortunate news for him, and it also should be ringing alarm bells for Steak and the remaining players on B side that this is most likely going to be A.
But they're not rotating away, Skinlords. But you can see they're pretty low, so even if Phileba stays here, he could definitely get a lot of kills before Skinlords would take the control of the site and kill him off.
So one more time, they had the opportunity of moving 5 against 1 into the A site. Not happening here. And the question is, will this going to be a deja vu and everything going south for Skinlords? Phileba, please just go into the smoke. They're not going to spray through it.
Not just yet. They might try to boost over it, as they're going to try to peek in the left side. Oh, instantly, Elvis! What? How can you even get that kill when you just moved out from the smoke? Quite unfortunate situation for Phileba. It's going to be Steak saving the weapon and Doyce looking for the exit frag. So this round is definitely going the way of Skinlords. Red is here. Axis had no idea where Doyce is shooting from. Probably hard to see there through the flowers.
It's extremely frustrating to be killed by a player in that position. Falling back, Doyce will find the kill onto Ellens as well. So that's another weapon out of their hands. Obviously, the economical damage is not going to be too huge, as Auto-Clutch should win at least 2 rounds in a row here before Skinlords Red even feels any sort of money pressure on their side. Meaning that Auto-Clutch, the next following round, is probably the last one we will see out of them in this half.
When here, he could potentially take down Lattelecom, and he's going to take down one, looking for the second one as well. Coldface will go down. Only Elvis remaining. That's already pretty a lot of work. And a lot of damage dealt to Skinlords Red in the money situation.
Yeah, so in this situation, Auto-Clutch should actually... I'm not a fan of them forcing up.
Yeah, but they do it anyways.
Okay.
They do it anyways. Let's see, maybe we'll be lucky if Chetty with that scout has had some luck. I haven't seen him, I believe, kill anyone off, has only tagged the players. So definitely needs to show up now. With that flashbang, he can definitely peek into middle. He's going to try his luck. He's trying to spot the player towards Mexico, but Little Jack won't be killed off that easily. You see, super slow approach by Skinlord's Red. You can see they're still even waiting towards basically at the T-spawn only now.
Well, as I already said, they would be expecting for Auto Clutch to be on pistols here, just because forcing up now and well, essentially throwing all your eggs in one basket means that afterwards, after this round, Auto Clutch will definitely not have any utility remaining. They'll be able to buy like a FAMAS and armor at best. And Skinlords should essentially, if they play it correctly, just win off the fact that they have Molotovs, flashes, smokes available, and win out the game from there.
That is definitely the case. Let's just see now. They're going to push out from middle. Zeke looking for the spray through the smoke. Doesn't find anything too yet. He's not even being shot at that hard. So he can definitely still make a move here, as he's going to be killed off by Little Jack, and now the two players waiting in the A side. You can see rotations already called off for Doista. He's still staying in this CT spawn, checking if anyone's going to push through, as the hit is going to be towards the B side. Let's see, can Little Jack get lucky here? He's going to win in a duel against Doista, and this will be the B side completely almost open if they kill off Phileba before that. As now you can see Sikta with Chetty, they're not even rotating now.
Yeah, they're going to be holding on to these weapons because they realize that obviously they will not be able to save here off the fact that Phileba did manage to get that one kill in that situation. They have moved out here, and Sikta pushing closer, looking to see if he can get any fast kills here, and that might be a way back into this. But I feel like it's going to be asked a bit too much from them, as Elvis will find the first kill. Chetty does manage to return the favor, is going to be looking to pick up the scout here, and should have actually picked up that M4. Somehow decides to stay with the scout in that situation, forcing the issue any further. But as I say that, he will find the kill onto Ellens with it. Coldface now peeking will take him down, and you can see the money for Auto Clutch.
Yeah, exactly. As you already mentioned, only some pistols can come up, and it's going to be 14-11, and then that will be the last round. A lot of pressure already on them. They're in no position now to lose against the last team in the league. This should not be happening. I guess Auto Clutch will definitely be pretty sad about the outcome of this one.
At the end of the day, Skinlords being in the bottom position currently, Skinlords Red, excuse me, being in the bottom position currently, obviously, as we already talked about before the game, they are under extreme amounts of pressure. If they want to gain any better positioning in this tournament, then it is time to wake up. And somehow, miraculously, I will repeat myself one more time because it shouldn't have been the case, but they have managed to find a way and actually have taken over the lead in this match.
Yeah, that's the case. But let's see here. Now, this banana control could definitely do a lot here as Zeke is trying to get kill. He will get kill against Ellens. And now Phileba coming in, taking down Axis, is looking for more. And these pistols are doing way too much work. As now Little Jack is trying to get the kill. But there are two players even towards Long as well. He's going to be taken down. Skinlords Red, one more time, they surprise us. They surprise us, right? Don't they?
Yeah.
They do. They do.
Shocking.
Yeah. All of them will be cleared out. As you already mentioned, it was Auto Clutch that needed to win 2 rounds in a row to break the economy of Skinlords Red. They got almost all the kills in the previous round, and here you can see...
I'm just going to go ahead and say that GoTV is going to win the game because that makes more sense than anything else that's happening right now.
Good one. That is a good one. Let's just see now. Will they prevail? Auto Clutch has already dropped down to 24 HP. It was Sikta who managed to find the kill. And let's just see now if one more time Auto Clutch will try to get the control here of Banana. They will go down as Axis is going to take down Doista. One more time. 4v4 situation, and we just can't.
Why?
He can't deal with this. Just mix things up. As here, Sikta's going to find Coldface. There's one more player towards middle. He's going to spawn him, but it's going to be Little Jack with a double kill. Onto Sikta and Chetty. Their side is completely open. It's going to be Axis picking up the bomb. And let's just see now how Phileba and Steak can deal with this one, because they need to retake this one. They can't give it away. 2 vs 3 situation is not the worst, because if they give this one away, they will have the buy round in the next round, but it won't be the best one. So let's see. Zeke already pretty close towards the side. He could spot the player towards Pit. No one's seeing him just yet. He could potentially spot the bomb dropping down in the side. Oh, the grenade helped for the players to be unnoticed. And now Steak is going to go for the smoke, and he's going to try to move out as fast as he can. And Phileba could catch out some players off guard.
Oh, and he found the timing right there,
He
but
sees the head. He sees the head, but Elans didn't see him as well. What was up with that? As now he's going to see the player. He's going to look for the kill. He can't find it just yet, as there's still Philibba looking for the shots to be taken, and Litterjack's going to take down Steak. Only Philibba remaining, and Elans will deal with him. So 14-12. But there is going to be a Byron from Autoclash. You can see not the best ones. He's going to go for the glass cannon, as Chetty has to go. Okay, he goes for a scout without the armor. This feels like a really sloppy buy. Like, you can definitely use the money
if they would
better.
have held on to those 2 rifles and the amount of utility they had, they would be able to actually get a solid buy and a solid chance of winning this round. Just saying.
As well as Chetty takes the first look into middle, does not find anyone, as Tico now tries to back off. Chetty down to 36 HP from that Molotov that was dropped down, and he can't find the kill against Elvis G there in the middle. So now 2 players on each side. We know Skinlords, even if they get killed, they don't make the move. They're gonna wait super long before they try anything funny here. As for now, no one's pushing into Banana as well. Otherwise, they're not trying to retake not trying to retake position of Banana or Apartments. Although they're being a bit more active in the middle here. And it's gonna be Steak finding Elvis, so that's already good news for Autoclutch in this round. And he should not peek out. He's not doing that, as he's now at the moment solo basically for the A side. But Steak won't rotate towards B just yet.
Yeah, so still with 50 seconds on the clock here, you can see Autoclutch are looking to go for a gamble here and are going to be placing 3 players towards B here. Not entirely sure what has prompted such decision, but such as any other round here in this match. Haha, XD. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, you know, because it's still any man's game, as they say. Yeah,
most definitely. As now they're gonna hit that A site. I'll let you see now. Steak trying to check Apartments. There's no one going to be there. He's gonna find the first player. Litterjack is gonna go down. He's gonna look for the second one. Instantly Axis with the kill back. They're gonna check Pit as well. See, they're trying to on all Fangal is gonna find one kill. Looking even for the second, and only Coldface remaining 1v2. In this scenario, as he's going to go for the bomb plant, will manage to get so, but you can see the players already rushing him towards the side. He managed to stay away, but Philibba is still going to find him, and it's going to be 14-13 with the bomb plant. This could be Skinlords Red forcing things up, but if they force, they basically give away the game to Autoclutch, right?
I mean, they should, let's just see here. Yeah, definitely pistols.
Yeah. So they're going to give up.
Please don't tell me they're going to force. I'm going to lose my mind.
But what if they win these pistols? Would you lose your mind then?
No.
Okay.
That would still be justified because they still went for the pistol buy. Going for the force and then losing, that's madness at the result of 14-13. So just let this one go and work off the 14-14 result at this stage. Now, obviously, Steak has picked up the AVP here and is going to be looking to establish a solid hold from his side here. And you can also see that Autoclutch are very well aware of the fact that Skinlords Red are going to be on pistols here, judging by their positioning. Apart from Sikta, I'm not a fan of that one.
Well, if the flash comes through, you'll always be ready for
it.
But
then again, they're both in these deep corners, so it could work out. It's going to work like scissors here. If Skinlords Red decide to push out here, obviously they don't have a lot of utility. They only have a single flashback onto Axis here, and you can see they're going to be gathering what looked to be towards A. They're actually not going to even go through middle. Okay, so one person is going to be heading towards through second. Who's that?
That is Axis there in the second middle.
Oh, okay, well that explains. As you can see, Sikta now actually peeking towards middle. Will find one kill here and instantly falling back, as he should be hearing these players trickling out now. Chetty in a position, he should have just quickly faded back there. Unfortunately for him, Coldface will find the kill, and just bad timing there for Sikta fading away. Meant that these players are trickling out there, but he should have stayed a bit closer in that situation.
So
now,
he did spot one player, as there are going to be only 3 players now. Can he get them down to 2? As he's not peeking, he's playing this one super careful. I mean, Steak almost finding Elena there, but it's going to be now Sikta in the side, finding the kill and finding Coxis as well. 14-14. No, that was not me saying. It was like a small... something was there in my neck.
There is
in
no
my throat.
excuse for what has been said. As it is going to be 14-14 here, so a really close game as is on our tables here. And now it's essentially any man's game, as both of these teams have been able to buy up in this round, and you can see that Auto Clutch are slightly reluctant to take banana control early on here, but are ready to drop off the Molotov at the first signs of any nades here. Skinlords Red are going to be placing 2 players in second middle here, as slowly the remainder are going to be working towards banana, looking to clear out any of these close corners. And Steak, obviously, I always love when AVPs do this, when of course they are on my side. When they're on the enemy side, I just F you, dude.
Yeah, in that scenario. But here, it looks like they want to take their early control here towards banana. They're going to even grab the bomb and head towards here. Coldface Ghost already started rotation, so it's going to be all on Doist and Phileba here to get that 15th round and get their team on the winning side. It's going to be pretty tough, if you ask me, but with all the grenades and everything else, they're kind of stopping Skinlords Red. And Skinlords Red, with this time that they have left on the clock, they can still rotate towards the B sides.
And finally, there's also a timely rotation coming through here, realizing that this is going to be a coordinated push. The smoke has already been deployed by Phileba here. The Molotov will prevent these players from coming in, and the flashbang is going to be ideal for Phileba here in this situation.
Out, and now as the splash will fade, Phileba with 1 kill. Phileba, okay, Zeke is going to find that kill. They're going to take down the next one as well. Only Elvis with it. Okay, Axis. What is going on? What is going on? So quickly, Auto Clutch decimates Skinlords Red there. Skinlords Red had no idea where they're getting shot from. They weren't even seeing it. You're feeling good about this one, aren't you?
I love it.
Yeah, but could this be an overtime?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just see as they're gonna head towards the second middle. Almost all of them. Only Axis waiting towards that banana. As this is gonna be pushing, there's gonna also be Sikta ready for it, but he's gonna miss it. There's not gonna be Cherry in there. Okay, you're already looking with your sad face. Why are they doing that? Not like this, right? Not like this.
Yeah, whatever. At this point, Skinlords Red, Auto Clutch, whatever.
Let's just see now. As at the moment, one more time, they slow things down. They get the kill, but they slow things down. And one more time, I don't believe Auto Clutch will at any point now overextend. At any situation, they do kind of risk it when they put 3 players towards the A site.
Yeah, they're definitely risking with that factor. I mean, as long as this B player stays passive long enough, he should not prompt any sort of quick pushes, and Phileba is definitely risking it here. But with that smoke, he's trying to bait out any of these players coming through here. I'm not a fan of that. But somehow, miraculously, so far, at least judging by the situation on the radar, it's working out their direction as Steak is looking to rotate away. And
but
now
no, the grenades came in time, so they're going to realize it's going to be the A push. The Molotov will come through as well, unless they're preparing for the push through. But one only player goes through. Coldface is going to go down. So now Doista can just patiently wait for the players to push through. As now Cherry from the short is looking for the shot, and he's going to take down Elans. Only 3 players remaining on the side of Skinlords Red. As at the moment, we can see Steak with the kill. Axis now moving in from the balcony. He's going to be taken down. Only Elvis G remaining 1v4. As he's going to be pushed down. He's going to find Steak in that scenario. He still has to find 3 more players. Didn't spot the player towards long towards. Okay, from every single side, he's going to be taken down. And Auto Clutch, they win it in the end. What was it? I'm not quite sure. It feels like you as well got your brain broken there a bit. Didn't you?
It's kind of hard to understand what the hell is going on when, in all seriousness, all of these players have a lot of experience on their side. So seeing the plays that they are making in the situations that there are on the map, I understand if you haven't played CS for a while, fair enough. But a lot of these players playing now in second season, and I know they play on a daily basis, I really don't understand how the situation that just has occurred is possible. First of all, congratulations to Auto Clutch to securing the win. Second of all, Skinlords Red, you really deserve the last place. Just because of how many brutal mistakes you are making there. And even Ellen's, you can see that in the second half, the guy can only do so much in one half before the remainder of the team need to turn on. Fair enough, Leader Jack also had a solo attempt at that and also equalized in the frag count on his side. Sikta, as expected, showed up here and was able to help his team finalize, but also Auto Clutch. Guys, I mean, just watch the replay and you will see exactly why my reactions were what they were during this play. I mean, there are
take a breather.
There are so few good things I can say about what we saw here. So hence my reactions. I do apologize if it offends anyone, but that is the honest truth if you ask anyone who has seen a lot of CS before.
Yeah, exactly. But let's not talk about this game anymore. I understand you're not feeling too good to talk about it.
I'm gonna go get drunk to delete it out of my memory.
Why not? But I want to remind you quickly about the Vault giveaway. It's gonna happen pretty soon, any moment now. So be sure to type in #Vault to win the €10 free from them to order food. One more thing, we still have a stream tomorrow. We're gonna have 2 games tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we, of course, will get our prediction game finalized. At the moment, we are one more time 3-3. Every single day, each of us win 1 point in the prediction game.
Well, I'm gonna be the gentleman and correct you in that, and there's actually, you are in the lead with 3-2.
3-2?
Yes.
Oh.
That's why writing things down helps. So he's in the lead, meaning I have to win both of tomorrow's predictions in order for me to win this week's prediction game. Therefore, him suffering again next following week. And if I suffer it, as I already said, there have been so many crazy games coming out this week, and my match of the week just went out the window yesterday, meaning that God knows what we're going to see tomorrow off the fact that what we just saw. So hopefully, I believe we should have the winner for the Vault giveaway in the chat soon enough. Is that true, Mr. Vaultman? It's
in the works.
It's in the works. It's in the process. So still, perhaps if you're quick enough, you can still type in #Vault in the chat. I will remind you one more time that if you do win the giveaway, you need to message us on bsl@bsl.pro. That is an email address if somebody does not know what the @ stands for.
Okay, it's enough. It's only these.
Oh, right, it's not the players, it's the viewers.
Exactly.
Oh, okay,
They
so
know
sorry
what's up.
guys,
They
it's
know
fine.
what's up.
Yeah, so bsl@bsl.pro. Be cool. Don't play like Skinlord.
Okay, but I guess that concludes the day for us. Remember, check out HyperTown.pro as well for the finals that are going to be held in Tallin, Saku, Suurhall on 20th, 21st of October. I'm Envy. This is V. See you tomorrow.
Peace.
You can take your time. You can choose your words. Let me down real easy. Let me down real easy. Well, I'm doing just fine because I caught your